Right.
Oh, God. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey. He's Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
Guys, sorry about the show missing yesterday. I just was not, it was a bad day. Jack, let me give you an idea of my day yesterday. My ankle was hurt. Well, I woke up and my knee on the other side was hurting. And because of that, I kept falling. And last night I was playing the game, playing some Phasmophobia with Bubba. And we ended up going a little bit longer than usual. I had to go roll some more cigarettes, right?
Uh-huh.
So I go out there, and the stand that I roll cigarettes on is about 18 inches wide, and I tend to stand towards one side of it.
Okay.
And I fell into it, and the corner of it poked me in the soft part right above the penis.
Oh, that's not good.
Really hard. And that was my best fall of the day. My least painful one. I just kept falling, and I was beat up yesterday. I'm like, so, guys, I'm really sorry that we didn't do a show yesterday. Jack, how you doing today?
Oh, usual. How you doing?
Much better than yesterday. much
I
better.
Hope so.
And some people have wished me well in the chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am doing so much better. Luckily, these things don't last long. The pain pills I take override that shit. So my ankle's probably still fucked up, but I can't feel it anymore. So that was the problem. I kept taking steps and there would be pain shooting through it, and that would cause me to fall. Without the pain, I'm all right.
You're not really doing better then. You're still in the pain. You just don't know it anymore.
Yeah, but knowing it is what was causing me to fall. So that's a win.
I don't think that's how that works. That's
if it was my
I'm not in pain, so it's a win is not. I mean, you're still in pain. You haven't won. You're just numb.
Real quick, thank you, tall person who says, "Happy National Banana Cream Pie Day to you as well, sir." Absolutely. I like a good banana cream pie. I really do.
I like cream pie.
I like creaming a pie. I've never mind. No, my point being, I hear what you're saying. There's probably still I probably sprained my ankle, right? I'm not staying on it a lot, Jack. I'm crippled, so I sit all the time.
Yeah.
But the pain itself that I did actually feel was what was causing me to fall.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's just
I'm safer not feeling it.
I might have a broken foot, but I can't feel it, so it's a win.
All I'm hearing is you want me to fall down more.
No, I want you to be more careful.
Well, again, I was being careful. It was just, you take a step and that pain shoots up and your leg's like, nah, and you're down. It happens.
Yeah.
Jack, when the littlest grandbaby, when little Peanut was about 2 years old, if she wanted your attention and she wasn't getting it, she would grab you by both cheeks and just turn your head to where she wanted it, usually pointed right at her.
Oh.
And it was the cutest thing, because if you're an adult and you do that to somebody, it's rude as shit. But like a 2-year-old doing it to you, is like, oh, that's cute. And you have to teach him that's not the right way to do it. And she doesn't do it anymore. But when you're that little, it's cute. Phoebe did that to me. Ben Cacao, how dare you appropriate my name for your injuries? Thank you so much. Holy shit, JB, thank you. Money for Nerf stairs, half to Jack. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you.
Thanks, JB.
Does he have to get Nerf stairs too?
No.
For the record, I did not fall down the stairs at all.
That's good.
It was all just falling, normal. Anyway.
It's just normal falling.
I brush my teeth and I come out of the bathroom and the kitty's there. I'm like, oh. So I pick her up like I normally do. And she starts to go nuts. Not like scratching or anything mean, but like she's really excited. And she grabs me with both paws by the face. And she sticks her little face right up to my mouth and just sniffing real hard. And like, what the fuck is this cat doing? I was talking on Twitter about this, and Addie, I think it was, pointed out that catnip is technically a mint.
Yeah.
Well, our kitty cat doesn't like mint, or she doesn't like catnip, but apparently she likes mint. And it made me think, maybe my cat with catnip is kind of like, you know, if you offer somebody beer, they're like, get that pussy ass beer away from me. Give me some tequila or something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, get that gay pot away from you, but give me the heroin. I think she just needs a stronger drug. Like she's going like, yeah, give me the wintergreen. So I'm going to be experimenting with the cat and different mints. Is mint like harmful to kitty cats? I'm going to have to look that up first.
I don't think that's ever come up in my life.
Yeah, she does not like catnip, but she really likes mint. It was weird, man. And when Addie pointed out that, you know, catnip is a mint, I'm like, that's how she was acting. That was their mannerisms. She's a little crazy. Peppermint, spearmint. Yeah, I'm just going to give her all the mints and see which one makes her actually, because cats on catnip is one of my favorite things to watch.
Yeah, a bunch of stoned cats.
Yeah.
That's don't give your outdoor cats catnip. That tends to get them run over. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember ever giving our cats mint, or we never really had mint or flavored stuff around that much. You know, you'd get like some candy or something every now and then, but I never remember the cats being all that interested in it.
Well, with the way that she sits on my shoulder, I mean, her face is really close to mine. And like I said, I had just brushed my teeth literally like moments before I picked her up. So it was still strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she just kind of went, I need some of that. I'm like, we're not kissing. Okay.
What is this mystical smell? Allow me to put my face in your mouth.
I'm just going to give her toothpaste. My cat's going to be freebasing toothpaste.
We had a cat that would squeeze the toothpaste bottle and just spray toothpaste.
Ew.
But it was just because the cat was a dick and thought it was funny.
Some artificial sweeteners are harmful to. Yeah, I wouldn't give her anything like that. It would be, you know, the actual stuff, not like a mint you buy in a store kind of thing.
Yeah. You never give them the fake marijuana.
No, I got to give her the real stuff. She deserves it. She's Phoebe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. All right, Keldrick, thank you so much. I'm going to be experimenting with the cat. Shane Dawson, eat your heart out. Oh, we're not going to talk about Shane Dawson and his cat. He said he never did that. That was just a fake story he told to make people cringe, laugh, think he's a weirdo. I'm not sure which.
Every time that sort of shit happens now, I get really suspect. Thank you, Frosted Glass. I think my cat wants to get her drugs. Yes, I did fall recently. Why do you ask, Monkey? Yeah, you're your cat's dealer. I think my cat wants me to get her drugs.
I think she does. She seemed to really like it, and I'm gonna help her out. I'm gonna get her the good stuff though. What's the best mint you can get a cat?
Meth? I don't know.
No, not meth. I said mint.
I don't know. It's probably minty. I don't know. I don't go around smelling meth people's mouth.
Where can I get mint seeds?
You could get those little like essential oil things that have mint. I don't know. That seems gross though. I don't know. I don't know anything about mint.
Wait, anybody in the chat do the essential oils? Do they have anything else in them? Like if you get a spearmint, is it just spearmint?
Like really condensed, I think. So it'd be like pure spearmint or something.
Yeah, but do they have like preservatives or anything in them?
I don't know.
Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get my cat high. Anyhow, Jack, we're here to talk about other things besides me falling and the cat being high.
Are we?
Well, it depends.
All might be a hallucination right now.
I want to get my cat high as fuck. Any suggestions? Yeah, exactly. I'm not ashamed of what I just said. I want Phoebe to be happy. Meyer sells mini mint plants. Really? I'll have to check it out. Alexa says mint is poisonous to cats. Other people said it wasn't. Look, I'll have to look into it. I really will. No essential oils for cats. It's toxic to them. Well, I wasn't going to put it on the cat. I was going to put it on my hand and let her smell it. I'm gonna like feed it to her. She's really interested in my tobacco jack, which is mint. It's menthol.
Maybe she was just looking to see if you were actually brushing your teeth and doing like a dental inspection.
I think she likes mint.
I think thinks that she's your mom.
Don't plant mint; it will grow like, or it's a weed. It will grow like crazy. I wasn't gonna like plant it outside. I was gonna get like a planter inside for her. Just to, yeah.
You're gonna get something for cats that's gonna get knocked over at some point.
No, I get it. Like something she couldn't do that to her. I'd like staple it to the carpet or something. I don't know. Something. So just wouldn't. Just get her a chive plant to chew on and cat. She doesn't like catnip. She doesn't. She ignores it.
What about the little thing with like they make little it's not catnip, but it's a little planter with like grass that
the cat grass?
Yeah.
I've thought about it before because she does like grass. But the point is not just something she likes. I want to get her high. Last shill for valerian. I saw what you said. I just don't know what the hell that is.
It's valerian root is like on humans. It has like anti-anxiety effect. Like some people they mix it with melatonin a lot to help you sleep.
Look up cat mint. All right, I will be. Look, seriously, I'm gonna try to help get my kitty cat high in a legal, safe manner. I don't want Phoebe hurt at all because if anybody hurts Phoebe, I will hurt them. So, Jack, we do have big news to talk about. First, the trial is over. We haven't really talked about this trial on the show. I have been keeping up with it as best I can. The Murdaugh trial. It wrapped up today. The defense did their closing arguments, and then the jury went away, and they came back pretty quick and went, guilty as hell.
Guilty. Was anyone really surprised by that verdict?
Well, yeah. I was watching some of the law people. I know some of them don't like being called law too, but that's what I'm gonna call them. I was watching Nick's show the other day. Him and Joe. He had a whole bunch of the lawyers on there, and he had Nate on there, and they all pretty much seemed to think that the prosecution didn't really prove anything. And I realized something, and I did realize this during the Rittenhouse trial too. The LawTube guys, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but they don't seem to see things as a jury would.
No, they're lawyers.
It's interesting because, like, during the Kyle thing, they kept saying, they should object to everything, or maybe that was the Amber Heard one. One of the two. They should object to everything that's wrong. I'm almost positive it was. And I even asked Nick, can't that annoy the juror? Because if I was a juror and they just kept objecting over, and I would get annoyed with them. Be like, yes, we get it. You disagree with them saying this right now. Can we get on with it? Especially if you've been in there for too long,
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, let's discuss the case first. So Alex Murdaugh, he calls the police and says, hey, my son and wife have been shot. They're here on my property. They're dead. I was at my mom's house when it happened. And so the police come and they find the dead bodies. The wife had been shot with a rifle. Was it 5 or 6 times, I believe? And the son had been shot twice with a shotgun. Neither gun has been recovered. The prosecution really had no evidence in this case, physical evidence. Both guns are missing. They found a drop of blood on him or on his car or something like that. That's all the evidence they had. Everything except for one thing, Jack. Except for one thing. Alex said he'd been at his mom's house and he'd never even been down to his house that day. He hadn't even been there. Well, his son, Paul, had taken a video on his phone, and it took him a while to get the phone unlocked. They finally get it unlocked, and there's a video of Alex at the dog kennels where they believe the assault first started. And he's like, yeah, I lied about that because I was on opioids.
Yeah, because of his long history of opioids. That's why he lied. That's kind of suspect.
Yeah, so that's the basic case, honestly.
Yeah, wasn't there like a string of other deaths surrounding this guy too? Like, from what I understand, there's like a history of people dying in and around him. He tried to claim like some housekeeper's life insurance plan, and
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Spud
oh
says he said he hadn't been to the kennels. Okay, so he might have said he'd been to the house, just not down to the kennels. Either way, the phone proved he was a fucking liar.
yeah, it was a Snapchat, as I recall.
And he's also accused of financial crimes that face, I think it's like 100 years in jail if he's found guilty of all of them, some of which he admitted to during the trial.
That always helps.
So yeah, he gets up on the stand and admit, hey, yes, I lied. And yes, I swindled a whole bunch of people, but I absolutely 100% did not kill these two people. There is a chance he didn't do it still, Jack.
I don't know.
But a jury of his peers found him guilty, and he will be sentenced in the morning. Or at least the hearing starts in the morning.
Yeah. I didn't follow this trial as closely as I wanted to, so I really only caught bare minimum of it. But the guy looked like he had a problem with the truth.
Yeah.
And that if you have a exceedingly long history of being a liar and a con man, especially if you're taking people's money, it looks like you're probably lying. So he might have just convicted himself by being a scumbag.
Grimm's Bars is almost like I absolutely 100% didn't say the word blood sports. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. That's some fair and balanced stuff. Fuck, what a shit show. Anyway, so yeah, Murdaugh is found guilty on all charges. He still faces all the charges for financial crimes. Again, some of which he admit to. I do wonder if, he's going to go to jail. Look, he was convicted of double murder here. He's going to jail for life. At that point, you just go ahead and say, yeah, I did all the other stuff and get it over with.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, there is a defense in saying I was busy committing a different crime because I wasn't doing this worse one. So I didn't have the opportunity because I was over here swindling people.
It's kind of weird because part of the prosecution's case, their argument was that he killed his wife and son basically to get sympathy so people would stop looking at the fact that he swindled so many people.
Yeah. Well, wasn't there one of his other kids that died and he got a bunch of that money?
No, the thing with his other son was supposedly he hired somebody to kill him, to kill Alex, so that his son would get money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a really weird case.
It sounds like it. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Thank you. Understatement. Your cat's gonna end up scratching herself outside the bathroom with a beanie and mint marks on her paws. That long meow you'll hear is short for "I'll suck your dick." It's cool though. She'll eventually get clean and become a hardcore cat Jesus freak.
Yeah. Her should be like, I will snuggle with you. Renting Monkey, the guy's a scumbag. The killing, though, there's nothing tying him to the murder but conjecture, and also he could get a continuance in another case. Sure, yeah. Again, they had no physical evidence here, really. Like, none. And as far as somebody asked earlier, did he own guns? That part I didn't catch. I don't know if he actually owned those guns, but people can get guns if you need guns. The issue would be who else would do it and why. There is a part of me that thinks this guy might have got screwed. Part of what the lawyers were talking about, Jack, is with the shooting, like no blood on him. There should be like he'd be covered in it. And that part, I mean, it would really depend on how close he was in shooting.
Yeah.
It's not like Dexter where one bullet and suddenly the whole room is covered with blood. It's most shots aren't quite that bad. But again, I didn't see the bodies either. So
Yeah, well, it depends where he was standing, what size the room was, what he used to shoot them with, angles, all that. That all matters. And if he attempted to do countermeasures.
And then there were problems. See, this is one of the problems with the case is that, like when the bodies were covered up, they covered them up with sheets. You don't do that in a murder investigation. You cover them up with plastic so sheets don't get the blood soaked into them or any other fluids.
Yeah, and you don't contaminate the bodies with other things off the sheets.
They lost the sheets or threw them away, and at least for part of the time, the son's body was rained on.
Jesus.
Yeah, they just did not cover the crime scene very well at all.
Yeah. Oh, Anonymous makes a good point. He's a lawyer, so lying is like 98% of his job.
Fair. I would have trouble convicting this guy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't followed the thing close enough, but he looks shifty as fuck.
He is shifty as fuck. Like I said, he admitted to some of the financial crimes.
Yeah.
Which they were all just fraud. Stealing money from people, telling him. In one of them, he told somebody they were getting a really good deal, but he ended up keeping like half of their money fraudulently. The guy's a piece of shit. He really is. But whether or not he actually killed him, I don't think from what I've seen, and again, I didn't get to watch everything, but from what I've seen, I actually agree with the law guys that they didn't really prove their case. Their case is he did it to try to keep us from looking into his financial crimes.
Well, we've seen that sort of stuff before. I mean, you watch enough Investigation Discovery, murders happen for all kinds of stupid fucking reasons. But I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if he killed these people to like weasel out of something else. But I don't know. I mean, the guy he seems like a really scummy, evil person, and it's not a far stretch to say he got convicted because he's an asshole.
Yeah, because that's another part of this. His family's like hated in that town. And him specifically, especially with all the stuff going on with the other crap with the financial stuff. Yeah. Real quick, Spud Gun says he started innocent. The state didn't prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. The issue there, and look, I agree with you, but obviously 12 people in the jury room disagree with us.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's something that we didn't see. I don't know.
Yeah. The dude's a piece of shit. He really is. But again, I don't think they proved murder. Even him being at the kennels, like, hey, he was there and we think they were killed 5 minutes later. Okay. What do you have that puts him actually there at the shooting?
Maybe they had an animal psychic that talked to the ponies at the stable.
Ruff, ruff, ruff. Hi, she just said it's him. Cryptic, thank you. Hated. It sounded like opinionated Scotsman did it. Yeah, honest to God, I really don't think they proved their case. But again, the jury gets the final say in that, and 12 of them said yes. So he's going to jail. He was going to jail anyway for the financial crimes. So
yeah.
The only problem there is if somebody else did do it, they've gotten away with it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he ripped off enough people or his family did, then there's probably a whole list of people that could have done it. So,
oh yeah,
it'll undoubtedly be appealed. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of this.
My favorite part of this, though, is that before the verdict came out, O.J. Simpson weighed in.
No, of course he did.
This is not a joke. O.J. Simpson weighed in and said he thought that the case had proven that Murdaugh did it, but he thought he was probably going to get off. He was going to be found innocent, and unlike him, he probably did it. Are you fucking with me right now?
Maybe it was the same killer, the one-armed man.
OJ actually says, I don't know why people are asking me about this. Yes, you do. Yes, you damn well do.
No, it would have been funny if Ron Goldman's dad came back and said, yeah, it was a knife crime that you did, not a shooting.
Yeah, when I saw that today, I just started laughing. Speaking of laughing, guys, oh my God. Why do people engage a monkey on Twitter who's fucking with you? Look, I get it. If I'm being nice to you and we're having a discussion, you got, and you chat with me, I understand that. But when I'm clearly just fucking with you, why would you answer me, Jack?
Because people can't resist being stupid when they're stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about somebody we haven't talked about in a while. Mr. Brian Krasenstein.
Woo! Yay, Krasenstein.
Brian puts up some dumbass post about breaking. There's a story going around. Jim Jordan, he said he had the FBI whistleblowers. And apparently somebody leaked to the media that 3 of them aren't even really, people that are would know anything. Sure, whatever.
So,
and I just responded to Brian because he said breaking and then lists this stupid shit off. And I said, breaking, Brian is a really good dad to his wife and brother's kids, which I thought was funny as hell.
Yes, it is.
And I do not know why you would answer a monkey who just said that to you. But I have to put this on the screen because I could not believe not only that he answered me, but the retarded shit that he said, Jack. This is a real tweet. Since we're identical twins with the same DNA from a genetic standpoint, that would still be my kid. You lost.
Nobody ever accused the man of being smart. In fact, several times I think you said he's the dumb fat one.
I call him the ugly one, yeah.
The ugly one. Yeah.
I don't call him fat, I call him ugly.
Oh, I can't remember all these things.
So, I mean...
Damn beans, what the fuck? That's so not how that works.
Yeah. Okay, Brian, you got me. You got me.
Thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. Wait, so the wife was shot 5 times with a rifle and the son twice with a shotgun. Most morbid shaven haircut ever. Pop, pop, pop. Boom, boom.
Nice. Faithless says,
sorry, that's dark, man. That is really dark, but thank you.
Faithless says, tacit admission that it's true, right? Like, way to tell me you actually are a cuck, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
that's definitely not how genetics works. I mean, if they did a test, could they tell the difference between his DNA and his brother's? Probably not. But your brother impregnating your wife doesn't make it actually DNA wise your kid. They're different.
Oh, it's Krestenstein, like Frankenstein.
Fuck, man. Actually, like, for real, that's where you went with that, huh?
He really chose a weird hill to die on. Like, oh yeah, well, I'm totally a cock, haha.
Right? I win. Or actually, what did he say? You lost. I guess so.
You really showed me how smart you are. I'm sorry. Why'd you have to pay all that money to those people?
$450,000 he had to give to the government, him and his brother, because they were robbing old people. I'm sorry, misleading them.
Yeah, not a fraud. Totally not a fraud.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Maybe it could be like the twin brothers where one was picked up on. Look, I get what you're saying. If they did a DNA test, yeah, maybe they couldn't tell which of those two was the dad, but only one of them actually gave the sperm, which means that would be the dad. There's no getting around how that works. I get what you're saying, and I know he was trying for that, but that's just not how reproduction works.
Well, I mean,
I can't sexually satisfy my wife. You lose, right? Exactly. I've missed the Krasenstein so much. I forgot how much joy they bring to my life.
He gets tired and taps out.
Oh God!
It's a team effort.
We're twins. We share everything. And his wife's like, no, you don't. You get a watch, you little bitch. You're the ugly one. Look, everybody, he is the ugly one. And sorry, twins, even identical twins, there is an ugly one. There's just something off about one of them. They look like they sleep on concrete on their face. There's always an ugly one.
You're not wrong. Uh-oh. Did Monkey go silent?
I was friends with one of them. Sorry. I went to school with identical twins. They were girls. And my friend was the ugly one of the two.
Oh.
Yeah. And she knew it. She even admitted it. Everybody knew it because everybody, oh, your sister's so cute. I mean, people would say that to her, and she was an identical twin. Yeah. Anyhow. All right, Jack. I guess we got to get into the Rekieta stuff.
Okay.
Man, what a fucking shit show this all is. Do I dare? Yeah, I'm going to bring it on screen. Guys, we're going to get into some personal stuff, I guess is the way to say it.
Speculation and rumors.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, that's the word you're looking for. Drama. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is drama. But some of it is also important to the story that's going to be told, because we got to talk. Nick Rekieta finally came out and addressed the Divinity Said and Fair and Balanced thing. Oddly, with kind of avoiding it the whole time. And it all starts because Divinity Said released a private message from Fair and Balanced to another person. Who was the person this was to? Legal something. I forget his name. In the tweet, Fair and Balanced says, should I put it on the screen just to prove it? I don't want to. Yeah, I'm just going to prove it. Sorry. I don't mean to get into their personal. I do, because I love this shit, but I like the drama part of it. On the screen,
I like the fact that it's not me.
She's talking to somebody. She says this: the night of that infamous drunk stream with him and I, we were up till 7 a.m. talking, and he admitted his wife wants to swing. They were at Swinger Island, and he's building a sex room with all of his shit. I just laughed it off, but I've never looked at him the same. Part of me thinks her, and he's trying to go along. Now, that word admitted, that's going to be important later. So Nick addressed this on stream. And he said, look, there was a time when I was saying too much of my personal stuff online, that I'm a freak, I'm a degenerate, but I don't swing. Me and my wife are monogamous. And Fair and Balanced put out a tweet where she says, I misunderstood what we talked about that night. How do you
sound like backpedaling? How do you misunderstand that?
How do you misunderstand he admitted his wife wants to swing? Yeah, exactly. Fair and Balanced is a dirty bitch. She's mad that this got released. She's like, you should not be releasing personal stuff. Well, Divinity released a whole lot of stuff. You know, I'm going to throw that video into chat so y'all can watch it if you want to. There's a bunch of stuff in here, including part of Fair and Balanced's driving record where she got DUIs because she actually went on a stream and said it was defamation and that she could sue because Divinity said that she had DUIs.
Well, did she only have one DUI and a bunch of speeding tickets?
I think there were 2 DUIs and a bunch of speeding tickets. But she went through her traffic school, so her record was expunged. Like, all right, so you don't have an active one.
Yeah, but that's not entirely accurate that she didn't have one.
Right. It's a fucking lie. And she knew it was a fucking lie when she did it. And she's gotten caught over and over and over in these fucking lies, and nobody will call her out for it.
Yeah, it's amazing how she was against Eliza Blue, and she's doing a lot of the same parent stuff. So,
Yeah.
of getting people in trouble. I don't know. The drama community is so high maintenance.
Devil's Advocate says, were they DWIs though? No, they were actual DUIs. It says DUI on the paperwork.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can see in that video, by the way. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's just it's shocking. I realized what I said a second ago when I said it out loud, that the drama community seems to have a lot of drama in it. This doesn't surprise me. Look, we've been thinking there's something a little funny going on with her. And I think it comes in the form of a bottle, but I don't know.
There's an email in there, and I forget which state it is, so forgive me. But it's from her dad to her. It's not an email, it's like a text or something. It's really long. And it tells her not to come back to the state that they live in, because nobody wants to deal with her shit. I don't know how Divinity got that. But there's people who are mad because of that. Well, her family stuff has come up largely from her.
Yeah. Eagle said she mentioned in a show I saw that her mother was concerned about her drinking again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The one stream or the one video we watched about her talking shit about somebody, she looked drunk. She really did. I don't remember what the drama was, but
there's two from that stream. One of them is at regular speed, and the other one was, I think, slowed down a little bit. By the way, transformative. Yeah. And she's like, "No, I wasn't drunk." Okay, even let's say you were perfectly sober during that whole rant. That's the one you're talking about. Is either when she went after Jeremy for stealing her stuff, or when she went after Lauren Chen. Oh. And those are both actually from the same stream.
Oh.
Yeah. She's absolutely a fucking alcoholic. Anyhow.
Otho's telling me that Nick said they have a swing in their room. Now she was a swinger.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know the context of that. I really don't watch most of Nick's stuff.
I remember when the rumors were going around about Nick swinging. I didn't pay any attention to him because I don't care if he swings. If him and his wife are banging other people and they're happy, I don't give a shit.
It's none of my business. I do remember the story of them going to a resort that was for swingers or something. I don't care.
Yeah.
As far as scandals go, that's pretty lame. That's like something like our parents would find shocking.
Yeah.
And I just don't give a shit. So this whole thing is kind of a moot point for me because I don't care. I find it funnier that Faran seems like she might be a bit of an angry drinker from the look of things.
What I care about in this is the fact that it shows repeatedly over and over and over again that the bitch is a liar. Here's how bad it gets, Jack. Somebody takes a screenshot of a donation she made during Nick's stream last night.
Okay.
Puts it on Twitter. And she says, "That's fake. I've never said the word blood sports before," which is in the donation. You can go watch the fucking stream and see it.
But so like somebody went and made an account just to impersonate her?
Apparently.
Seems like a lot of extra work.
But when she got called out on it, she does what she always does and deletes the tweet where she said she never said that.
Wow.
Luckily, the person she was talking to is well aware of how the bitch operates and took a screenshot of it. Lancelot, thank you. In the Alex trial, he said to have blown his son's head off with a shotgun, so there would be a ton of blood.
I remember mentioning the brain being out. That's fucked up.
It could still depend on the angle. I mean,
yeah, you might not get a lot of that on you, but it would be forward. I mean,
the gun might be covered in it, but depending on how you're holding it.
Yeah, depending on how close you are.
Yeah.
Jack Murphy should troll Rekieta. I don't think Jack Murphy's in any position to troll anybody.
No, he's not.
Real quick. Thank you, Keldrick. Imagine being so bad your family doesn't even want you in the same state.
Right?
Yeah. That's a lot of family personal drama. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's all about, and I don't care. I just think it was funny. But in every step of this, Divinity has provided proof of what she said. And in every step of this, we've seen that fat bitch lie over and over. I didn't do that. And then here you go. Your words, her saying it. Fair and Balanced is a lying bitch. But anyway, so Nick covers the copyright part of it. And a lot of the copyright stuff he said is right. Things like you never actually know what a win in court. Just clipping stuff together doesn't necessarily mean it was transformative. That's true. But what bothered me about it is that he kind of leaves it at that when he's talking about the copyright stuff. Just clipping it together. Just clipping it together. He barely mentions overlays, which Divinity actually has put a lot of other stuff in those videos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all ignored. It's all just ignored to make it sound like it's just clips, which, especially when it comes to this stuff, it's not. So that was annoying. And what really bothered me is Uncivil Law of, his name is Kurt. I think it's Uncivil Law. He went on a spree like this when he got into arguments with people, including Fair and Balanced and Divinity. And Nick comes out and he says this: I told him that he shouldn't be doing this and that he should fix it. All right. You know what he said that Fair and Balanced should do?
No.
I'm not muted. I'm just giving you the answer.
Oh, he said nothing.
What he said is everybody needs to stop it. And I don't think Divinity should lose her channel because of this.
It's kind of tame.
I said this the other night. A lot of these guys in these communities are so fucking pussy whipped by any of the women in it. They will not call them out over anything. So fucking pussy whipped. And they're not, as far as I know, not even getting the pussy out of it. For fuck's sake. Here's the issue. Tell her, don't copyright strike people. Yes, it's absolutely your right to try to do it. You could end up taking it to court by all means, but don't fucking do it. Why are you doing it? In fact, if you hadn't, all of this would have blown over a long time ago. Stop it. Stop doing that. You specifically, not everybody, you specifically, fucking stop it.
Oh, allow me to demonstrate how that works. Yeah, my manager, you shut up. You're drunk, not me.
I'm just saying, the differences in those two statements just struck me really badly. I did not like that at all.
Yeah, I get it.
Look, he can answer how he wants to, but it is weird to me, and I have noticed this with all communities. All communities, they put these women up on the pet. They will not fucking criticize them.
Well, I mean, do you really want to criticize them? Because apparently they never
Yep.
shut the fuck up about something.
I like drama, so yeah, I'll criticize the fuck out of them.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to hear about this bitch for the next 6 months because she's going to go on a drunken rant. I'll just hedge my bets.
For the record, also, Fair and Balanced has been saying for like the last 2 weeks that even Nick said Divinity should stop. When actually what Nick said at that time was, all of this drama is gay. Y'all should all knock it off.
Yeah, I agree with him on that.
I agree with him on it too. Part of me agrees with him. If you're actually trying to save your careers here, yeah, y'all should knock it off. But please don't, because I'm enjoying the shit out of this stuff.
Yeah, you would.
Look, I'm not even gonna pretend. What I don't like is that Divinity, as far as I know, is still scheduled to lose her channel in a couple of days. And these fucking bitches aren't going to retract this shit. And that's bullshit.
Absolutely, it is.
Absolutely fucking bullshit. And there's nothing wrong with Divinity making a video pointing out that Fair and Balanced is being a complete fucking hypocrite about something. There's nothing wrong with calling out hypocrisy in your own community. In fact, what you should do is what Faran did at one time. You can read it in that video where she sends a letter to Divinity telling her, thank you. Thank you. You've woke me up. You've made me see what I've been doing. And then she immediately goes on another channel and starts talking more shit. And then claims that she's the one being harassed. Yeah.
Stop harassing her, you guys. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And all you guys out there need to find your fucking balls and stop being like, I'm not going to upset the women's. Jesus fucking Christ.
Those balls were in that purse for a reason. Their wife said they could have them back whenever they wanted to hang out with the guys.
Let's talk about a little more fun drama, Jack.
No,
yeah,
that was a very fun drama.
No, that one's getting really serious, actually, and that shit needs to stop.
Yeah, people need to grow up. Stop being babies. Don't do petty, stupid drama like this. Do fun, interesting drama.
No, I don't want to watch that one. I don't want to
watch that one either.
I want to watch this. Is this the one?
No, that's not the one.
No, you're right. It wasn't. It's the other one.
See, I don't even know. I'm just guessing.
All right, we got to talk about Fuentes.
Do we?
Yes. Don't worry, it's wonderful.
Is it?
Did you watch what I sent you? Did I send you this?
No.
Oh shit! I meant to send this to you. Yes, I did, because I told you just watch the last 15 seconds. I did send that to you, right? I didn't send that to Fugi, did I?
I don't know.
Oh, now you're gonna make me look. I'll look after we're done here. Anyhow, Nick Fuentes went to CPAC, and they not only kicked his ass out of the convention, they kicked his ass out of the hotel.
What?
Yeah. And this is him leaving.
Yeah, big fan, man. Good to meet you, man. What's up, bro?
I what?
I don't know if you can hear the guy in the background. He's yelling, Nick, you hunt for cum.
Good to see the Chud Buds are out in force.
We're here for pictures.
Chanting at him, you're a homosexual, Nick. Why was he kicked out of the hotel? No idea. I don't know anything about why he got kicked out. You know, that's really the end of it. This is I think this is a different one than I sent you, because there's two of them. One where you see him getting kicked out of the room and it's like 2 minutes long, and they follow him all the way down to the fucking lobby. And then the guy starts chanting, you're a cum hunter, Nick, and then it ends.
Oh, you did send this to me. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, see, make me question myself. How dare you?
Yeah, sorry.
I told you that was funnier drama.
It is funnier. Yeah, I'll give you that. That's funny drama. That's the other drama just makes me sad.
Yeah, I don't know how he got even tickets to CPAC. I'm pretty sure he's blacklisted from there for being a twat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't he booted out of there before?
Yep. He's been booted out of a lot of places.
Well, was he running in there with a black light going, I'm gonna find a spooky ghost?
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, my guess would be it's just his name is on a list of people who are persona non grata there, and they found his name and they found him like, nah, get the fuck out. And yes, this is true. He went from there to the Gaylord Hotel. They're chanting at him as he leaves, you're gay, and he goes to the Gaylord Hotel.
I'm such a child.
Yeah, it's funny as shit. I don't care what anybody says. I have no clue who that is, or what they do. That is Nick Fuentes. He's the leader of a group that calls them America First. It's not the big group of America First people who call themselves that. It's a little tiny group who hangs out on a little tiny website called Cozy and says really stupid shit a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah. Like it's their fucking job a lot.
He's like alt-right, but actually what everybody said the alt-right was. Anyhow, I just thought that one was funny. Because real quick, one more thing. This is just funny also, Jack. Ralph did a stream today to dog on Nick for being a swinger.
But why is everybody swinging? Is everybody getting laid way more than me?
No, not that Nick. Nick Rekieta.
Oh.
And his title was "It's All True." Nick swings and was at Swinger Island, and Medicare put out a tweet describing the whole stream. It's a 3.5 hour stream. The first half hour is music, which apparently always happens over there. And then there's about 5 minutes of him actually talking about that. About half an hour of him begging his audience to try to get fair and balanced on there. And then the rest of the time he was drunk and high, bitching about how he's not getting enough donations.
So a normal stream for that tub of goo.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Dude, his career trajectory just is embarrassingly bad.
It really is. But it does remind me, guys, hit that like button, hit the thumbs up button. And if you could, please donate to Jack or myself. But more important at this moment, please share. Please share.
Indeed.
If you can donate, we are very happy to take it. We really do appreciate it.
We're poor.
Fucktard said, hey, he made $90. I would consider that a really good stream.
Yeah, that would be a fantastic stream.
Look, everybody's struggling. We understand it, but yeah, $90. I'd be dancing afterwards.
Oh shit!
But he used to make hundreds and thousands at one time. So yeah, I see him being upset by 90. That's probably like a kick in the nuts. Like somebody managed to get up under the gut and actually hit him in the balls. Yeah, it's gotta hurt. Oh, and apparently then his wife comes on the stream bitching about how she has no friends, and Ralph told her she needs to learn Spanish.
Wow.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
What a fucking garbage person. Eventually, at that rate, his wife's gonna leave him.
If he doesn't come back to the States soon, she probably will. Because she has no friends, there's no family down there. She doesn't speak the language. She's pretty much and she's a new mom. I mean, Christ, the amount of stress that poor girl's under.
Yeah.
Sorry late, but catching up. Opioids don't make you lie, though. Hope you're all good. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Thank you. Yeah, the whole opioids made me lie about being there. That weird thing. No, man, I was on the heroin. What? I was doing oxy. What?
My Vikings made me lie. They told me not to tell.
You remembered going to your mom's house, though? Weird. That's some really selective blacking out.
Yeah, it's the just the way things are, monkey.
She seems to be enjoying it all, says Matt. I don't think she really is. I think she's putting that on for the camera, and you can see that sometimes when she's talking with Ralph. I still pay attention to the Ralph stuff because it's funny. But
his life is a fucking disaster area. Yeah.
His life would actually make a good movie. You know, if that was a movie and not really somebody's life.
Oh my God. If he teamed up with that Santos guy, that would be like the craziest buddy cop film.
Oh, the one that's fucking with Melanie Mack?
No.
No, you mean George Santos.
Liar. Yeah,
George Santos. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, not that fucking freak. The other one.
Well, that other guy can be the chief.
The other guy would be the antagonist because he looks like a serial killer.
Direct to video film. I mean, look, those kind of things where people just completely crash their lives. Those are like Oscar winners, man.
They can be, or they're by Asylum Films, and it's like the sequel to Meth Gator.
And it just ends with him all alone in a house, sitting there in a torn up recliner, a bottle of Jack falling out of his hand as his head just kind of goes down.
Yeah. And you're like, did he die at the end?
Right. Yeah. It leaves you wondering.
Yeah. Like the ending of Shane.
Anyhow.
We call it Shame.
Shame. So much more to talk about. I've been way too wordy on the stuff we've done already. Let's see. Tons going on today. Oh, that's where I was insulting Brian. Oh, we need to talk about this. Did you see the Florida law down there that some idiot put into the legislation for vote?
That narrowed it down.
I forget the guy's name. I could probably look it up if I cared enough. But there's a law that this guy put in for consideration that would make it so bloggers have to register with the state if they are paid at all, and they write about political figures in government.
Do journalists have to do that?
No.
Then that's not going to fly at all.
He said this. He said bloggers are basically lobbyists, and since lobbyists have to register, they should have to as well.
No, those aren't even remotely the same thing.
I don't know if he's trying to make the point that lobbyists shouldn't have to do it, or if he actually believes that bloggers should.
Could go either way on that one. It's pretty silly, though.
I could get the argument that lobbyists shouldn't have to for the same reason. If free speech, it's none of your business. The blogger thing I don't agree with at all, even a little bit.
No.
Do people still read blogs? Oh, yeah. Especially on the state level, if people are doing state politics, those get a lot of views. If you're like, there's even one in Florida. I forget the name of it. Like Florida Government Watch or something like that. Yeah, that kind of stuff gets a lot of views. But it's asinine to be like, yeah, you have to register with the state. And not only do you have to register with the state, Jack, you have to keep registering with the state. Every month you have to, if depending on how many you do in each month, you might have to register again with the state. And if you miss it, you start collecting fines starting at $25 and it goes up.
I don't like that at all. That's too dangerous.
Oh, yes, I agree. Eagle says as a foreign agent, I have no problem with foreign agents having to register. Lobbyists having to register, I kind of do have a problem with that.
I don't know. I get why they do that, though, because it's influence peddling.
I mean, we have the rules about them not being able to accept gifts and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
well, they don't enforce any of that. So
yeah, we'll get to that in a minute, too. We have a couple on that, Jack.
Yeah.
Miss AOC. I don't have that article up. I'm just talking because I remember it. AOC is under scrutiny. She had been reported for ethics violations because of the Met Gala she went to?
Yeah.
And at the Met Gala, she was given things, and it was reported to the ethics committee, who went, yeah, this actually looks like a problem. We should probably have the entire, it's a small ethics group that looks at it. I forget, it's not the ethics committee. It's like a group of 5 people. And if they think it's an ethics problem, then they bump it up to the actual ethics committee. And by a vote of 5-0, they said, yes, the ethics committee needs to look at this. 5-0. It takes 4 votes to actually advance it. And all 5 of them went, yeah, this looks bad.
Wow.
Ethics advisory. No, I don't. It's not that. I forget the name of it.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter if I'm trying to get things right. So I forget the name of it, guys. But yeah, it's a smaller panel, and then they bump it up to the ethics committee, and that could end up bumping it all the way up to the full house, depending on what they decide there. Also in ethics news, Cori Bush
Bush.
Somebody has filed an ethics complaint against her because during her last campaign, she paid her husband $60,000 to be security. You know what he's not licensed as in that state?
Security guard.
Security guard. He's not in any way licensed for it, and people are like, "You're just funneling money to your spouse." In essence, funneling money to yourself. If you're if you're in a campaign, you can get paid by your campaign. What you cannot do is just give yourself a big fat fucking check like that.
Without that quitter attitude.
I mean, you can. The squad is famous for it. AOC was paying her now. Did they ever get married? She was paying him. So. And Omar, she was paying the fucker that she ended up screwing around on her husband with and marrying. So they've been doing this in the squad for a while. They keep just pushing money to their family. In those cases, they didn't call it security. They called it consulting work.
Yeah,
they were consulting. Yeah. Well, actually, that turned out to be true on both of those.
Yeah. Clearly, she was paying him to keep that vagina safe.
SC, no. And I know I'm supposed to call you scum, but I always see it as SC. So, but no, not her brother. That marriage ended a while ago.
Yeah, once his paperwork went through.
Yeah. Once he was allowed to come to America, and it all ended, and then he left the country real fucking quick. Once he got his yes, you can stay here, he left. Odd, isn't it?
That's weird.
Right about the time people started asking questions about their marriage.
Hey, okay, gotta go.
And then he disappears to London, and nobody's seen him since. I think she Clintoned his ass.
Well, I mean, would you be surprised?
Yeah. Scum says either way, laws were broken. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, this is a loophole that these fucking dirty assholes use quite often to funnel money to their family, and quite often basically to themselves. With AOC, she's paying this guy to be her consultant who she's living with. So that money comes into her household. Same with Cori Bush. Same with, Omar was a little different. The first time she did it, she was just probably fucking him behind the scenes. But the second time she did it, they were actually together. And about halfway through the campaign, she's like, I'm not going to do that anymore because I'm getting paid. It looks bad. Yeah. So, yeah, they're dirty as shit, man. Oh, talking about Omar and her brother. Yeah, it is still illegal. You're right about that. All right. We got so much to cover today. This is probably going to be a long ass show. Fuck. I don't want to talk about this one. But we kind of got to. Yeah. Jack, did you see the Maryland mayor had to resign?
Yes, I actually had that one in the queue. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or not. I was hedging bets that you probably would have to, but
with a story like this, if we're not hearing about the victims, I'm okay with it. I just don't want to know what they actually did.
Well, no. But
you know what I mean?
This is actually an important political story, unfortunately.
Yeah, by the way, guys, as you read these stories, you will not find this out, but he is a Democrat.
What?
It's amazing how many stories are written about this and don't mention that he's a fucking Democrat.
Yeah.
All right.
That's very similar to the stabbing that happened over in the Netherlands, where a guy stabbed a kid and a woman, and they don't mention that he yelled Allah Akbar in any of the news stories.
Oh, right.
Not from over there anyway.
Maryland mayor arrested on child porn charges resigns.
What?
He did the honorable thing and left. The mayor of College Park, Maryland, resigned from his position on Wednesday ahead of being arrested on child pornography charges Thursday. In a news release, the Prince George County Police Department said that the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children notified it that a social media account operated in the county possessed and distributed suspected child pornography. PGPD investigators said that the social media account belonging to Mayor Patrick Wojan, I don't know how you say his name. Authorities conducted a search warrant at Wojan's residence last month where they recovered multiple cell phones, a storage device, a tablet, and a computer. Wojan, 47, was arrested and taken into custody by authorities early Thursday morning, charged with 40 counts of possession and 16 counts of distribution of child pornography.
I hate this. How many of these fucking degenerates have infiltrated positions of power? Because it seems to be a pretty high number lately.
How do they not get they're going to get caught?
Well, the FBI is the biggest distributor, but they have
Right.
diverted all those people over to monitoring mean tweets. So maybe they thought that this was their chance.
Tweety U.S. News says Patrick Wojan resigned. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
It's Wohan, the J is signed. Thank you so much, Tweety. I am horrible with pronouncing names. So Wohan, Patrick Wohan has resigned because they found a bunch of child porn on his computer. You know what he should say? He should say, I wasn't even down by the kennel. I was on opioids at the time.
I don't remember doing any of that.
It does bother me, though, that the Center for Exploited and Missing Children had the information that this guy was sharing this stuff.
What?
Well, that's who told the police.
How'd they get that information?
Isn't that a good question?
Wait,
I got to be honest. I do not trust the people who collect this information and then tell on others. I just have this feeling that at their house, they have a whole bunch of this stuff personally saved.
Yeah, well, when they say Center for Missing and Exploited Children, are they the ones doing it? Has anyone looked into that?
Yeah. That doesn't mean this fucker's not guilty. He's absolutely guilty.
Yeah, he seems pretty guilty from what I saw.
I mean, the computers were in his house, and he immediately resigned. That's usually not a sign that he's innocent.
Yeah.
He didn't even say, bitch, set me up. Anyhow. Oh, God.
Oh, did you see that there are now emojis over on the Rumble?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, nobody's
Stepping
over
up
there
their
talking. Every so often, cannibalistic. Oh, Rebel's there now, too.
Yeah.
Hi, gentlemen. I see y'all. And ladies. All right. Jack, we got to talk about this stupid shit. This is one of the dumbest things I've seen until Brian Krasenstein spoke up.
So early on in the day, huh?
Maya Mia here, Miss Mia over there on the Twitter machine, said this. Real trans girls out here fighting tooth and nail for engagement on their not safe for work. And cis women can just put a dildo in their pants and go, tee-hee, look at my willy, and get thousands of likes.
Yeah, there's an entire genre of Japanese porn called futanari. Where have you been for the last 25 years, dude?
This person is extremely mad because this girl here puts a fake wiener in her pants and is very, very mad. I can't show it anymore because she deleted all the stuff, and these are the screenshots I found.
Uh-huh.
She actually says, it's not in the screenshot, damn it. She says that this person is impersonating a trans person, and that this woman is impersonating a trans person, and that is violence.
How do they know she doesn't identify that way and just hasn't had bottom surgery? I mean, lots of lesbians use prosthetics to make them trans, but she's impersonating a trans person. That's violence. Everything is violence.
She is mad that a biological woman is pretending to be a man, a biological male. Mad about that.
Anything I say would get us in trouble. I'm going to be quiet.
Irony is not a strong enough word here.
Indeed.
Frosty Glass, thank you. It's okay. I was on opioids at the time. Apparently, if you just turn Ranting Monkey's face towards yours, he gets the desperate need to buy you drugs. Only if you're a cat. Only if you're a cat. Yeah, it's violence.
Oh, everything is
It's really
violence.
not.
Everything
Really not.
causes harm. Nebulous, magical harm.
This is something we need to talk about. This was a house episode, but it's real now. A person in Florida has died after being infected with a rare brain-eating amoeba, possibly resulting from sinus rinsing practices utilizing tap water.
Yeah, that happened here a while back, but I don't know if it was tap water, but I guess you're supposed to use distilled water. But they got like a brain parasite and it killed them. That was like, because it was close to the time that you were you referenced. Sorry, I just walked all over you.
No, you're fine. If you have a neti pots actually work very well. I've used one before, Jack. Use the water they tell you to use.
Yeah.
If you just pour tap water up your nose, you are asking for problems.
Yeah. I remember this happening here in Ohio. I don't know, like 8 or 10 years ago, because everybody kept referencing that house episode.
Yeah.
It was right around that time. It was a couple years after that. So whenever that aired, it was like 2 years after that. But and then there was the kid that went swimming in a pond and got a brain amoeba that like ate his brain. It was a really fucked up story. It's never lupus.
Shit, I didn't realize it was muted. I'm a professional.
What? 11.
What?
Huh?
I only remember the house episode because I was using a neti pot at the time and it made me look at it funny. And it's like, I mean, I'm doing it the right way, but I'm not chancing that shit anymore.
Yeah. I don't take those chances because I know my luck and I really don't want to push it.
You ever use an neti pot? It's a weird feeling.
I don't care for it. That's sort of how I picture I'm going to die, drowning.
For those,
only there would be a shark in the real event.
For those of you who don't know, it's a little pot that you tilt your head sideways and you pour water up one side of your nose and let it drip out the other side.
Yeah, it's a very disturbing feeling.
It's very effective. But again, I will never do it again because of things like this. I'm good not doing that. Now, Jack, our government is out. They're going to help us.
That's horrifying.
They're going to look after us.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Anybody on a reservation want to take this one for us, or just going to let us ride this one?
Joe Biden is going to ask Congress for $1.6 billion to tackle fraud related to the COVID relief program.
Maybe
That's right.
If they'd overseen it the first time, they won't have to do this cycle.
They are going to spend $1.6 billion of our money to find out what they did with our money. Last I heard, not all of the COVID funds had even been used. Use some of them. If you need a 1.6 billion, last I heard there was like 200 or 400 billion, I forget which, not used. So we need 1.6 billion to get back billions misspent. Yes, absolutely.
Totally.
Government, we're here to help. Yeah. No oversight at all.
Oversight? What is this? What kind of oppressive regime would that be? It's probably racist and transphobic.
Well, the weird thing is they left it so open and nebulous. I don't even know how much of this really can count as fraud. You know what I mean?
No, they just want to spend. I guarantee you they're going to hire somebody from Ukraine to be the investigator on this.
Right.
There's going to be some bullshit like that. This is money laundering somehow. I don't know how, but that's what I think is going on here.
How the fuck we need 1.6 billion to go find out what you guys did with our money?
How dare you ask questions of our dear leader?
I know. We're not supposed to. This is kind of a revisit of other stuff we've talked about. a few times, but he's back in the news, Jack, so we got to talk about it. Trans battle in sports is erasure of what a woman is, ex-Kentucky swimmer Riley Gaines says. God bless it. I just want to say this to New York Post. When you have a pause button on your video and I click pause and it takes me to the ad site that you're on, you're actually kind of being fraudulent. That's some bullshit.
The pause button, you assumed that it wasn't play the pop-up ad.
Yeah.
Look at you monster, making assumptions. Did you just misgender that?
I did.
Oh, real fast. Thank you, Comrade Kitty, for that feminist donation. So the brain amoeba reminded me of the dating sims with the brain-eating amoeba. Also, the romancing COVID virus book. Rule 34 is a crazy thing. Yeah, the COVID romance book, there's actually a couple of them now. And I've been meaning to read them, but kind of weird.
I saw some COVID romance on the Christian Science Monitor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
was it lockdown booty?
It was a little lockdown stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably some good Chinese porn for that too, where they're banging in a prison cell.
No, not porn, research.
Oh yeah,
I was doing research.
Yes. As far as dating some of the brainy amoeba, I've never heard of that, but that's pretty messed up. I was just thinking of Krang the entire time because he's a little brain. He's gonna get those turtles one of these days.
There we go. I dropped out for just a bit. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I was talking about Krang.
I heard you, and then I caught just the end. So, understatement says, "Don't care. Women are the only ones that can fix the trans sports problem at this point. Men either don't care, or won't touch it. Good luck." I think most men won't touch it because they're pussies. Very much what I said earlier about how in these communities where they're perfectly happy to take on any guy, if it turns out to be, if it's a chick who's doing bullshit, they're like, I'm going to be very vague here. And
you broke up on that last bit after the
I think everything should stop.
Yeah, can you just stop, ladies, please?
Riley Gaines refuses to be silenced. This is not progressive, she told the Post about biologically male transgender athletes competing in women's sports. We're not moving forward. This is actually quite the opposite. We're going back 50 years in time before Title IX. She's not wrong. And good on her for standing up. Because so many people, you know, they'll stand up for a minute and they get that pushback and they can't take it. And they're like, yeah, never mind. And they disappear and these fucking bullies keep going. There was a girl who's actually been bullied completely out of a gaming community over Hogwarts, Jack. Her name's Pokimee, I think is how you say it. Pokimee. And she was playing Hogwarts and they gave her so much shit over it that she's just stepping away completely.
I heard about this. It was a fairly big thing on my Twitter feed for like a day. And I didn't know who it was, so I was mostly ignoring it. Pickamee?
Pickamee, that's how you say it. My bad. Pickamee. I spelled it wrong.
She's a pick-me. Huh?
That's what I thought it was when I saw it trending. I thought it was, oh, who's a pick-me now?
Yeah. That's what I first went to, too. But I don't know, man. Yeah. I think we're...
And for the record, as a point, she never actually played the game.
What?
Yeah. She just said she wanted to. And they bullied this chick off the internet. All this trans bullying bullshit going on, and nobody gives a fuck. The way they're treating women is the way they said that any conservative treats women. Seriously.
No, that's stupid. She's Japanese too. Don't harass the hot Japanese chicks. No, I don't know, man. I think this is childish, and a lot of people probably quit or were playing the game in secret, and you shouldn't have to do that. The fact they have this much power to harass people and get away with it is sickening.
Yep. The former University of Kentucky swimmer stepped into the spotlight in March of last year when she first spoke out against biological male athletes competing in women's sports. We have to let people know as a group that a majority of us female athletes or females in general are not okay with this. As you guys are saying, females have got to step up. Unfortunately, females are the reason we have this going on because you guys are way too fucking nice.
Yeah, stop it, girls.
Um,
Eagle said she's hot. That's crap. Leave the hot Asian alone. I will volunteer to console her and do some private tutoring.
Supreme says Silvervale was another YouTuber who got a lot of crap thrown at her. She did, but she actually played the game, and we did talk about her before. As far as I know, she's not leaving. She just stopped playing the game, which again is fucked up.
Oh, that means their campaign's effective. That just reinforces them.
Yeah. If we as female athletes aren't willing to stick up for ourselves, we shouldn't expect someone else to stand up for us, Gaines told the Post. Someone has to speak out truthfully, so I did.
That takes a lot of guts to do that these days.
Oh, yeah, it does. And she's gotten a lot of pushback for it, and people are treating her like shit for it. Oh, my God, you transphobe. Here's the story. She raced against Leah Thomas, and they tied. An actual physical tie.
Yeah, this is such bullshit. I get so enraged about this one.
And they only had one trophy. So they told her, for photographic purposes, they had to give the trophy to Leah Thomas, and she wasn't getting one. After this, they've changed the rules now, Jack, so that if there is a tie, one of them will be presented the trophy, and the other one will get one sent to him. They'll have one made for him. Which, I mean, I kind of get that. But at the trophy, they should both get the trophy. They should both be handling it, and just one gets to take it home, and the other one has to wait for it. In this case,
coin flip too, and not this kind of bullshit.
Yeah, in this case, they're just like, sorry, we need to get on the cover of magazines. We're gonna let the female with the penis, we're gonna let her have the trophy so they can take the pictures.
Yeah, I'm sorry you aren't stunning and brave enough for us.
Her trophy was in the mail. No, at that time, they didn't even have a thing for two people tying.
Yep, they weren't going to give her anything.
They weren't going to give her shit. Cut the trophy in half. To a King Solomon, I'll cut it in half and see which one of them says no, and that's the one who gets it.
You know what? That would have been a better result, honestly.
It would have been, yeah. This was fucked up, and this is happening to women all over the country where they're starting to be overrun by biological males. It's bullshit. We have to look, Jack. I'm not a fan of what Title IX has become, but I understand what Title IX originally was.
Oh, yeah.
Making sure that girls have the chance to compete in sports. I don't really have a problem with that.
Well, I mean, do girls belong in sports?
I mean, yes. I don't think when it gets to the professional level like they had with the soccer, oh my God, we're not getting paid as much as the men. You're not bringing in as much money. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I mean, they got like tinier brains and everything.
But when
nobody
it comes
goes to see them, they're not as good.
When it comes to this stuff, man, this is just it is anti-woman. We have Hershey right now. We haven't talked about this. Hershey has released some candy bars for International Women's Day.
I saw that.
With the pictures of women out there on it, and at least one of the women has a penis for International Women's Day.
Men are better at Women's Day than women are.
Yeah. And no, JB, with nuts, I think that would have been funny as shit, but they have no sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of people posting that.
Look, I'm gonna say this. It is a joke, so please do not do this, but I do think it would be funny if everybody who bought one of those candy bars hit up Twitter and went to @Hershey and said, why does my candy bar have nuts in it? Don't actually do something like that, but I also don't agree with people like boycott it. Shut up. It's a chocolate bar. If you don't want that one, eat the girls. I don't
don't eat the girls unless they ask you to, guys.
Hershey, do we really need this? Is this really what you're doing with your company right now?
Apparently.
My fucking chocolate bar has to be progressive. What the fuck? And especially this progressive. At least you could have just put women on there.
They did, Monkey. They put the stunning and brave women on there.
we're gonna put this guy with a dick and a dress and a wig on there instead.
How dare you?
And the funny thing is, the woman looks like Mark Wahlberg from Rockstar with lipstick on. I totally killing the transition there. Anyhow, yeah, fucking everything got to be so woke. How about instead of woke, we look at stupid real quick, Jack?
Oh, okay.
We haven't had something really stupid that we've got to watch in a while, like
Not
2 days.
Oh, yeah, a day or two at least.
Since I missed yesterday. I'm not exactly sure what this chick is trying to say here.
Well,
But have you seen this?
yes.
This is 48 seconds of what?
I think like the biggest thing that like annoys me in like the
I'm sorry,
Can't hear it.
I can't turn it up. It's
Oh.
as loud as it gets. And the audio shares automatically, so I know it's not that. All right, so turn it up a little bit, guys.
I think like the biggest thing that like annoys me in like the whole dating world is like fucking talking stages. Like that shit's so annoying. Like the whole like and just like the inconsistency in them. Like I literally like hate that like so much. But I think that's like my biggest thing. It's just like
What specifically?
just like the fact of just like you like I don't know how to word this. Like in like talking stages and it's just like you're like labeled that and it's like people like are considered like you can't like you're just like confused and like most of the time like the girl gets like attached or something and they like see it like it's going to lead to a relationship and it's always not and it's just like that's like my biggest thing is like I just hate the whole like how like talking stages are so like normalized. Like traditional dating does not exist in this generation.
I'm really not sure what the fuck she was trying to say there.
What I got of that was the word like.
Yeah, she likes a lot of like.
Like, really like.
This woman's done this shit. It sounds like what she's saying is that she goes on dates and she talks to the guy and then she has sex with him and he disappears.
That's what I got out of it too.
Yeah. Like, don't be a whore. Like
You're not the like boss of me.
I listened to this like 4 or 5 times before I was like, wait, is that what she's saying? And that's the best I got out of it, is that she doesn't understand. Look, there's no real dating anymore because at the what the fuck is the talking stage? Is this where you get to know each other? She wants to get rid of that and just booty call all the time.
From what I understood was she doesn't like the label because like the talking stage I'm guessing is like the texting and the general interchange that you come to before the sex, not actual dating, but before the hookup for hookup culture.
Sleepy says the girl is 16. All right, I'm going to say this one time. I was 16 once, and I never met anybody this stupid.
Oh, I knew lots of dumb people. Some of which look back at me in the mirror. But if this girl's 16, this says a lot more about our education system than I care to admit to.
Yep. And our hookup culture with kids. Maybe we should look into that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Maybe what she's talking about is being in. I mean, if she's 16, she's in school. Maybe the talking stage is when her teacher's going, "Don't tell your mom."
Would you like an A, little girl?
Fuck, man. We can't have kids that are that stupid. I'm sorry. That needs fixed.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You're too stupid for the school.
Yeah, we got to put you in special ed. We used to have special ed. Can't we put these kids in special ed?
We don't have special ed anymore.
Why not?
Because it was bigoted. They went to the inclusion model, which just mainstreamed them and made everybody hate them more.
That girl's clearly stupid.
Thank you, Travis Gardner, who says, thought talk. Yeah.
That girl's going to grow up to tell us she was trafficked. Teenage cop Megan Hall breaks her silence after being fired over sex scandal. I did say no.
Sure.
I did say no.
She said no to cameras in the patrol car.
We'll get to her no in just a second. Thank you so much. Load up, damn it.
No, you're not my boss.
Kitty for the feminist $12. Like I donated to say like der and like also Nuggies like stop it. like fuck. All right. A Tennessee police officer fired over a sex spree with a slew of fellow cops says she felt terrorized, calling out her boss for the binge. Speaking publicly for the first time, Megan Hall, 26. I have trouble believing she's 26 when you look at her.
Oh, she's got ambiguous features, shall we say?
She look old as shit now.
Well, you can't rode that much. I mean, she looks haggard. She's tired.
Rode hard, put up wet.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
publicly for the first time, Megan Hall, 26, told WTVF she tried repeatedly to douse the sexual advances of her sergeant at the Laverne, I don't know how to say that, police department, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. The on-the-job affair with Sergeant Lewis Powell led to sexual encounters with 5 other cops. I know what most people are saying, Hall said or told the outlet. You know, you could have said no. I get it. But my response to them is, I did say no, and he wouldn't take it for an answer. Eventually, I gave in to pressure. I need to stop right there. You said no. You weren't raped. Nobody forced their wiener in you. The only time you took a wiener is when you said yes. Now, if you want to say he was sexually harassing you, that's fine. But you should have made that complaint before all of this came out.
And
remember,
complicated with paperwork, monkey.
The only reason this came out, it's not like she finally came out and broke her silence about the horrible shit going on. Somebody sent an anonymous letter to the mayor. They Charlie Kelly'd this shit.
Somebody who wasn't getting any.
Look how old she looks. She's 26.
Yeah, that's a rough 26. Oh, real quick. Thank you, Frank. Monkey wants to bring back, hold on, I can't read that, Bobo classes. Meanwhile, California is getting rid of honors classes because they're too Asian and not black or Hispanic enough. Yeah,
that is
true.
I
think we do need to bring back the helmet classes.
The interview comes on the heels of a federal civil rights lawsuit filed Monday against the department and several top cops, with Hall claiming she was sexually groomed. Please don't use that word. That word has meaning and it needs to not be diluted.
Yes,
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, that is actually important that we don't just randomly dilute that word.
Hey, Mickey. How you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, Mickey.
Oh, by the way, I mentioned this the other day. You know, I don't say hi to everybody who comes in chat. There's just too many people, and I love y'all, and I thank you for it. If you want me to say hi to you, come watch the game streams. I say hi to everybody who comes in.
If you want to be special.
You want to be special, yeah. Anyhow, Hall, who blamed her randy behavior on a troubled marriage, said she was targeted by the department's all-male second shift and lured into promiscuity.
Okay. Troubled marriage? Wasn't the story previously that it was an open marriage?
Yes. She told people that she was in an open marriage.
And now it's troubled?
Yeah. Dark Resurrect says it right. Ma'am, you're just a whore. Indeed.
Yeah, just accept that you're a dirty whore and you don't want to admit it.
But this way she might get paid.
Yeah, they'll probably give her some kind of settlement.
Yes, Tweety, she is married. I think she'll probably win at least part of this because just on the rules of today's society, the boss man should have never touched her. The other guys who are her co-workers, probably not. But with him, she probably has a sexual harassment case there.
Yeah. Although I think they should all sue her for sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Real quick. Thank you, Travis Gardner. Can't have special ed classes. Not enough space for all the kids. I'm special.
Anyway, Simic asked, did the husband know? Maybe.
It's a little unclear.
Yeah, there's rumors that he knew at least about some of it. Whether he knew 6 guys were plowing his wife, nobody knows. But there was a story from a get together kind of thing that they had where she was all over this one police officer there and his wife because she wanted to be in a threesome, which apparently did happen. And her husband was there at the time and kind of left. Yeah. Monkey, I picture that black couch, but instead it's now the hood of a cop car.
It's got license siren on the back.
When I think about this now, all I can picture is her riding that bull. There's video of her in her police outfit riding a mechanical bull.
Mechanical bull, not the other kind, porn lovers.
Well.
There's no photos of that we know of.
Yeah, we don't know about the big man in charge there. When I was interviewed for the position at the police department, they described the environment as family. Well, they didn't say what kind of family, sweetheart.
Yeah. This wasn't in Alabama. It was Tennessee, right?
Yeah, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different family. Thank you, Frosted Glass. The husband has an identical twin, so it's okay. Yeah, it makes it all his kids.
They're all black twins.
However, while I was aspiring to protect my community, the police department was not protecting me. All you had to say was no. Keep saying no. It worked. You weren't getting dicked until you said yes. And then you kept saying yes. The sexual
oh God, stuff like that.
The sexual escapades cost Hall and 4 other cops, including police chief Burl Chips Davis, their jobs. 2 others were suspended over the scandal. All of them for lying. Yeah, Davis was accused of contributing to Hall's sexual harassment. Go ahead, bud. I'm sorry.
No, it's this is all stuff that they would have gotten away with if it wasn't for their stupidity.
If it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, the kids for once weren't involved in this.
Here's the other bull she rode. I'm just saying. Who she reportedly told lots of people about how big his dick was. So he used to be married. He's not anymore. So ladies, if you're looking for a big dick and you live in the Tennessee area, just saying.
Was he the one that was attacked by his wife?
Yeah, his wife kicked his ass. He's a good looking guy. He's not the most loyal, but anyhow. My supervisors worked together to take advantage of my vulnerabilities and my mental health, and they used it for their gain and sexual favor.
We're like, this chick's a whore. Let's team tag her.
Who do you even turn to when the chief of police is sexually harassing you? Well, probably the mayor at that point, if they don't have an internal review board.
They're the feds.
The HR department, because I promise you they have one of those.
Everybody's got an HR department now.
And you're right. The feds would be the way to go. How can I get justice when the entire system, including the chief, not only condoned such behavior, but participated in it? I was lost and felt alone.
So a person with a gun and the ability and knowledge to cover up crimes was unable to figure out how to deal with the situation. Interesting.
Oh, is it Bering's birthday? Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday, Bering.
If he comes in here, I'll sing to him.
Yeah.
Hall, who appeared to be reading from a prepared statement during the TV interview, said before the story went public, she received harassing and threatening messages on my phone daily. I felt like I was terrorized.
No.
I had nowhere to run and nowhere to go. A spokesperson for the city declined to comment on the case in Hall's lawsuit this week, telling the Post officials do not discuss pending litigation. Megan wasn't looked at like a rookie cop to be trained and promoted. I dare say that's not true.
Yeah.
She was looked at like a piece of meat to be sexualized and exploited. Here's the problem. if the stories are true, kind of a dirty hoe. Which, I mean, doesn't make it okay for her boss to be banging her because we live in 2023. But everybody else, you're just a dirty hoe. Kevin asked, can we see those messages? Nah, bro. She wasn't thinking it. She deleted them.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. Sorry, I missed a couple here. Thank you, Frank. Also, this bitch fucked the whole department. Who's she kidding?
Right?
Sorry, I missed that, Frank. And thank you, Alan, who says, hey, Jack. Hi, Alan. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I really... Oh, geez. I got some, too, and didn't get the notifications. I'm so sorry, CasX.
You didn't get a notification? What?
I've been getting them tonight. There was one. The last one actually interrupted me. AI chat box that comes so far, so realistic, was going to make a real dolls conversation mode joke. Then Jack said 16, so laugh at what was funny before it was horrifying. Fair enough. Oh, sorry I missed that one, KSX.
Yeah, I didn't realize that chick was 16 either, so
look,
I had
still
a lot
stupid.
of bad jokes on deck.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about her appearance or that dumbass thing in her nose. I just think she's really stupid and probably should go back to school and not be worried so much about dick.
Well, I mean,
you're 16. I mean, look, kids fuck, but you shouldn't be that into it. Christ. I just want to put this up here because I'd never thought of it this way, and I do have a problem remembering these two, Jack. The difference between a watch and a warning.
Oh, okay.
Watch versus warning, but with tacos. A taco watch just has all the ingredients. A taco warning has the full taco.
That's the full taco. What?
Full taco coming in.
Just get in the basement.
This isn't going to help me remember it because watch and warning are too close. They need different fucking words for that. But I did like this. This made me laugh.
I'm just going to start associating storms with eating now.
Yeah,
That's
next time the tornado alarm goes off as they're testing them, I want a fucking taco.
Yeah. Be like, you go for some tacos. You want to go out and get tacos? Get in the basement, dummy.
Luckily, we have a Taco Bell here now.
Oh.
So as long as the tornado don't take it out after because they do test it from time to time, that's going to make me hungry.
Turn into Pavlov's dog. Taco Bell gets real busy every time they test the siren.
I think that they should do a warning versus the watch thing. The watch, you're eating the taco. The warning is you're sitting on the toilet. I'm just saying. All right, this is Thomas Massie talking to John Kerry. I don't know when this is from. If this is really old, I missed it, but this is fucking beautiful.
Oh, this is just a few days ago.
Alan, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. All right. This was just a few days ago. I'm going to have to go find the full thing because this shit is funny. By the way, Thomas went to MIT.
Yeah, isn't he an actual scientist?
Yeah, he's not a dummy.
Well,
I mean, he might be more book smart than, common sense smart.
No, I like Thomas Massie. I think he is super smart, but
he's smart.
He's got to dumb it down to talk to fucking John Kerry.
The end of this is absolutely fucking mind-blowing. All right, anyway, let's watch it and then we'll talk.
What's the consensus on parts per million of CO2 in the atmosphere?
About 406 today.
Okay, 406. Are you aware?
350 being the level that scientists have said is dangerous.
Okay, are you aware? 350 is dangerous. Wow. Are you aware that since mammals have walked the planet, the average has been over 1,000 parts per million?
Yeah, but we weren't walking the planet. Let me just share with you that we now know that definitively at no point during the past 800,000 years has atmospheric CO2 been as high as it is today.
The reason you chose 800,000 years ago is because for 200 million years before that, it was greater than it is today. For the record.
Yeah, but there weren't human beings. I mean, there was a different world, folks. We didn't have 7
Well,
billion people.
So how
living
did
in
it get to 2,000 parts per million if we humans weren't here?
Because there were all kinds of geologic events happening on Earth which spewed
Did
up.
geology stop when we got on the planet?
My favorite part of this whole fucking clip.
Right?
Yeah, it was geology doing it. Has that shit stopped? Do we not have volcanoes? Do we not have plate tectonics? Do we not have the ocean? Did all this shit stop? No? All right.
Your hate facts have no place here.
Mr. Chairman, this is just not a serious conversation.
Your testimony is not serious. I agree.
It's not a serious conversation because he was actually talking these scientific facts.
Science is so hateful, you guys.
Yeah, it was all that damn geology until humans were born.
Look, John Kerry has a political science degree. That means he's fucking better than you.
I know, right? Fucking idiot. One could argue humans have helped. One could argue that. The problem is there's no actual proof of it. The proof is weather's changed. Weather's always changed.
You're a monster.
And if you do go back, you will notice over trend of time, if you only do it over the last 60 years, which is what they really like to do, they like to go back to the 50s, which I guess is now 80 years. Oh, yeah, look at what it's done. Yeah, what's it done over the last 1,000 years?
What has it done for me lately?
And if you look at it, we're actually pretty flat right now. But no,
I'm sporting some A cups. I mean, what?
Yeah. And they make the CO2 argument like he does. Oh, 800,000 years. What was the weather like during most of that 800,000 years as it was going up?
Look, just because there was a tropical forest where Chicago is now doesn't mean anything.
Dude, tropical where Antarctica is. They actually the North Pole. They have found tropical fish remains at the North fucking pole.
Hate fact.
The weather changes. Have we had an effect? Maybe, but it's pretty flat, like the way Jack likes it. You leave him and his Asians alone, man.
Yeah.
At least they're pretty. Do I want to talk? No, we've talked about that before. I do want to share this from Colin Wright. There's a new paper out, Jack, arguing that there's not just two sexes.
Oh God.
Yeah, and it's based on what's the word I want to say here? Made up bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's new.
You see, because sometimes girls don't dress like girls, that means there's more sexes than just boys and girls because some of the girls don't dress like girls. That's the basic argument.
Did you ever read C.S. Lewis's The Final Battle?
No.
It's the last book in the Narnia series, which is technically, it might have been the first book, technically. I don't remember the reading order. Anyway, in the book, the animals don't recognize humans as a group because they're all dressed differently, and they think that means that they are different animals. So that's, I think, the origin of all this. Thank you, C.S. Lewis.
Well, he goes over 3 examples that they use. And one of them is that some animal, I forget what it is. It wasn't ants. Some animal, there's 2 types of males and 2 types of females. Yeah, but they're still male and female.
Yeah, but there's multiples, and we're not those creatures.
I mean, you and I are different types of males. We don't look alike.
No, we're not Krastensteins.
And you can't point to that and go, well, I guess there's different sexes now. It's absolutely asinine. But that Colin Wright thing is a really, really good read. He just takes it all apart. What'd you bring for us today?
Nice. Oh, I brought a whole litany of shit.
All right. Can I read this just off my screen? It would make it so much easier for me.
Some of the stuff is pretty easily wrapped up just reading like a little bit of the articles, so we can breeze through them.
Well, if I can read it. Wait, no, I can't because I can't scroll. All right. Fuck. Oh, you know what? I can do it this way. Never mind. NYPD tells bodega owners to refuse service unless customers take off their masks to combat massive crime spree.
You have no idea how long I was laughing at this headline.
There goes the alert. Thank you, Chaos One. I got to reload it over here because I was still giggling. Jack, who could have seen this coming?
Everybody.
Who could have known having everybody run around with fucking masks on would make it easier for people to rob stores or loot, riot?
Yeah, there were a lot of cities that still, pre-COVID, and they were never suspended, had laws on the books saying you couldn't wear masks in public spaces like stores and the street and stuff like that, specifically because of crime.
Cast One, thank you. Thought you were going to point to the damselfly, I think, as a female with a penis. Well, when it comes down to it, and what he talks about in that article is that when we are discussing male and female, what we're talking about is which one has the sperm and which one has the ovum. That's what it breaks down to. Keldrick, thank you. I hate the but this animal argument. That's a non-human animal, not a human. Even in the animal kingdom, though, I mean, we have male and female. We just do. Oh, but frogs can change their sexes. I learned that on Jurassic Park. Sure, all right. That totally means that transgender exists because because they actually change physically. Huh, weird.
Like, yeah, that's an inconvenient fact. Shush, you.
You grow a penis if you're a woman, or you grow a vagina as a man, and then we'll talk about whether that shit is real.
And not on your arm.
If you have a hole that you have to keep open, or because otherwise your body will close it because it recognizes it as a bad thing, that doesn't count. The New York Police Department is asking store owners to refuse service to customers unless they take off their masks and show their face in order to help police battle a massive robbery spree. Seriously, who could not have seen this coming?
New
York Police Chief of New York Police Department Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry said that the masks are allowing robbers to escape detection by police through security footage.
What?
We're seeing far too often where people are coming up to our businesses, sometimes with masks, sometimes mask, hoods, and latex gloves, and they're being allowed, but they're being buzzed in and allowed to enter the store, and we have a robbery. Jack.
Okay.
There was a time where if a guy showed up wearing a hood and gloves, they wouldn't have buzzed him in because they're like, hey, that guy's going to rob me.
Yeah, and it would have been illegal anyway because he was disguising himself.
And now they're having to tell people to do that because they made it normalized for people to be running around covering their fucking face.
It's almost like that was a terrible idea.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Man.
We live in a land of retards and weirdos.
Suddenly that girl from earlier is looking a little smarter.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
This is all dumb. It's all stupid.
Oh, fuck. I forgot this part. We talked about the College Park mayor who got arrested and resigned for the child porn.
Uh-huh.
His Instagram name at one point was Thomas. Wait, what the fuck is his full name? Thomas Wohan.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Wohan for CP.
Yeah.
Now, people are saying that's for College Park, where he ended up being the mayor. I'm still saying that he was being more open than most people are.
You never know anymore, quite honestly.
I feel like, yeah. Anyhow, the fucking degenerate piece of shit. Go to prison, have fun there. All right. Canadian trans teacher with giant prosthetic breasts reportedly put on leave after parents slammed the school board. Kayla Lemieux has claimed to be suffering from a condition called gigantomastia,
Yeah.
which causes massive breast swelling. Wait, that guy actually pretends that those are real?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I thought everybody just knew that he has big old fake titties.
No, he pretends they're real.
Canadian Kayla Lemieux. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bud.
No. Go on.
A transgender teacher in Canada he's not transgender. He runs around dressed as a dude when he's not. We talked about this.
Yeah, I know.
Who made international headlines for wearing giant prosthetic breasts to school has been placed on leave, according to the Toronto Sun. While not currently on an active assignment, the teacher remains employed with the Halton District School Board. Spokesperson Heather Francie reportedly told the Toronto Sun. The board has supported Lemieux throughout, the Toronto newspaper noted. That's true. I don't know why, because I know it might be hard to see because the screen's little, but right there's giant areolas and big old nipples that she wears shirts you can see.
It's a condition.
Bullshit. That the condition is fucking retard looking for. Somebody said that he admitted that this was all just to make a point of some kind.
Hate fact.
I haven't seen anything that supports that, but we were told that last time we discussed this idiot.
Oh.
Francie's comments were one of the few official statements that the school board has delivered in the wake of the Lemieux controversy. Lemieux has been criticized by parents, students, and activist group after pictures emerged of the educator wearing large prosthetic breasts in tight-fitting shirts and glasses. That makes it sound like the titties are in glasses.
I agree, but I don't know how else to process this.
What they should have said, pictures emerged of the educator wearing glasses and large prosthetic breasts in tight-fitting shirts.
Yes, they make it sound like the boobs were wearing like old Groucho glasses with a fake mustache and cigar.
Trying to hide themselves. Some parents have protested the scandal at local board meetings, with one mother in Canada telling the board Wednesday that it had a duty to protect children. Parents, yeah, that's what they don't care about protecting kids. Go ahead, Jack.
Oh, protecting children. You guys are.
All right, I'm breaking up. Can you hear me now?
I thought it was me.
Oh, maybe I don't know which one of it was. Oh, they said that time it was you.
Yeah.
Okay. He was just making the same point I was. These people do not give a shit about your kids.
No, they don't.
Parents in schools alike teach children about the importance of boundaries and consent. Boundaries define. No, they used to. Now they're teaching, hey, let the teacher watch you get dressed as you take off all your clothes and dress as a little girl. Boundaries define professionalism in the education system and must be upheld for all in order to restore public trust at the school district. The speech won applause at the meeting, during which the mother defended dress codes for following the Lemieux controversy. The board recommended that the director of education develop a professionalism policy to maintain appropriate and professional standards of dress and decorum in the classroom. The transgender teacher, stop doing that. Teacher's removal came after the New York Post revealed photos of a man who looked suspiciously like Lemieux and has been accused of wearing men's sweatpants, trainers, a gray t-shirt, and navy puffer vest without breast, makeup, glass, or wig outside of school grounds. It's obviously him. There's no question it was him. Lemieux, however, is claimed to be suffering from a condition called gigantomastia. Fuck, I hate medical words.
That sounds made up.
Which is a rare condition during which one's breasts become excessively large, according to the Cleveland Clinic. It can cause pain, infection, discomfort, and issues with the body image. What? And so you have to put on giant fake titties?
Obviously.
I feel like that's not a real thing. I got to stop sharing because I do have to do some research here. No, I'm going to look that word up. I want to see. And I do not have Say Search on.
Yeah,
and I don't
want another fat Batgirl incident.
It's a rare condition that involves developing extremely large breasts due to excessive breast tissue growth. Yeah, that's growing them, not suddenly you have a big plastic titty on.
Now they're grown. How dare you question how those boobies identify?
And is that even something that can happen to a man?
I don't know.
Huh. It can happen during puberty, pregnancy, or from taking medications. In some cases, it occurs spontaneously and for no reason. It is also referred as macromastia. However, it is usually defined as excess breast tissue that weighs less than 5 pounds. Only about 300 cases have ever been reported. This according to the Cleveland Clinic, where they said they got their information. So it just sucks to be you. You got stuck with big old titty disease that only has affected 300 fucking people in the entire world ever. I'm totally believing you as you run around town dressed as a guy.
This is a stunning and brave individual of epic proportions. You are a monster.
Yeah. Fucking weirdo. It's just a dude who wanted attention, and you know what? He's got it. He's gotten plenty of it.
Yeah, I still don't know if the person is trolling or not. I don't think it really matters at this point. It's such an absurd saga.
5 pounds sounds like a lot. They said the macro is under 5 pounds. The giganto is actually 5 pounds or above, or 3% of your body weight. Them can be some big old titties on some women.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
Can you imagine how big Lizzo's titties would be if she was 3% of her body weight?
Ugh, gross.
It'd be bigger than her legs.
Well, she's pretty icky, so.
Explosive found in bag on Sanford-bound plane at Pennsylvania airport. Man arrested. He looks suspiciously Asian.
He looks very suspicious.
Am I allowed to say that? I mean, I'm not suggesting anything about Asians. He just looks Asian to me. Sometimes.
He looks like a kind of guy that might run a snack bar in Hawaii.
Furry says, Tig old biddies are fun, but itty bitty titty committee here. I had a friend in high school whose boobs were so big, she actually had them reduced, and she was still a double D.
Yeah, I find that level of boobs to be just a waste of
They
flesh.
hurt. They hurt her back.
Oh, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but it's kind of gross. I'm not a big boob guy.
Me neither. I like boobs, but honest to God, if my wife was flat chested, I would still like her because she got that ass, man. That ass in my eyes. Whew. Gets me every time. Plus, she has the dark curly hair that my wife's hot, y'all. Allentown, Pennsylvania. A man was arrested after an explosive was found in a bag checked onto a Sanford-bound flight at an eastern Pennsylvania airport, federal authorities said. Mark Muffley. I want to put a C in there. It needs a McMuffley. 40 is charged with possession of an explosive in an airport and possessing or attempting to place an explosive or incendiary device on an airplane, according to the criminal complaint. You going to jail for a long time, dude.
Yeah, they aren't fucking around.
Prosecutors allege that the material was found in a suitcase Muffy had checked in Monday at Lehigh Valley International Airport to it was going somewhere. After an alert during security screenings, The bag was examined and found hidden in the lining was a circular compound about 3 inches in diameter.
Dynameter?
Diameter. Look, I've told you before, I'm pretty sure I'm dyslexic. And sometimes that means I add letters that don't exist. I got add a letter disorder.
I don't think that's a real thing.
In diameter, encased in a wax-like paper and clear plastic wrap. The FBI, he didn't even make it look cool for him.
Nope.
Like paint it that army green color or something and put some lights and shit on it.
See, I would have automatically suspected it was cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. Thank you, Keldrig. Are you slandering the Aloha snack bar? That makes me so mad I want to explode. Look, they've got a bad reputation for ruining toilets. It's not my fault that snack bar has questionable health practices.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just, look, I like the Asian people. I could use a little less Wuhan flu in my life, but you know. Did you see the FBI came out? Somebody told us this the other day, but I finally got to see the clip where Ray came out and said, yeah, we've thought it was lab for quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't watched that whole interview, I recommend it. He said some rather fucked up stuff in there.
I only watched it, the clip, so yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Will you chat for just a moment?
Sure. What's up, sexy chat? How you guys doing? Let me pull up the story here.
Thank you, Pumpkin Tucker, who says Lehigh Valley. You know me, but I appreciate the correction. I'll be right back.
All right. I forgot which link this is. Hold on, everybody. My computer's run like dog shit. So.
Oh, dude, I still got the article. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
And I'm back.
Oh, well, he's back now, so never mind.
An FBI bomb technician x-rayed the compound and concluded that it contained a granular powder consistent with the commercial-grade firework and suspected to be a mixture of flash powder and the dark granulars that are used in commercial-grade fireworks. Is this guy Antifa?
I'm not sure. This is a developing story because not a lot has really come out about this. And I've seen a few people like kind of mention it, but not really going into detail on it.
I mean, it'd be weird. I'm trying to think of any reason you would bring that to somebody.
I don't know.
Other than, you know, trying to take the airplane down.
Yeah.
This could easily start a fire in the luggage department. And what do you do at 40,000 feet?
You do what another jet did earlier in, I think it was New York or New Jersey, and you're forced to land with 10 people hospitalized.
Authorities said they concluded that both the black powder and flash powder are susceptible to ignite from heat and friction and pose a significant risk to the aircraft and passengers. The baggage also contained a can of butane, a lighter, a pipe with white powder residue. Dude's a crackhead.
No, it sounds more like these are assembly parts.
A wireless drill with cordless batteries and 2 GFCI outlets taped together with black tape. GFCI outlets are a type of circuit breaker. Wow.
Yeah, dude was up to something.
This dude was trying to take that plane down.
Sure sounds like it, doesn't it?
Look, guys, I don't have absolute proof of that. So allegedly, that definitely sounds like that motherfucker's trying to take the plane down. Yeah, that's one we'll have to keep an eye on. I wonder how much more we'll actually hear about it, though.
Probably not a lot, but it's definitely it sparked my interest. Like I said, this hasn't been very wildly reported like you would think it would be.
I wanted to bring this story and I completely forgot. Thank you so much for bringing this one.
That's why you keep me around.
Massachusetts Democrat resigns following backlash for comments about abortion and special needs children.
Yeah.
Michael Hugo, a Massachusetts Democrat, resigned in a statement Thursday after weeks of backlash from irate parents. Michael Hugo resigned as the chair of the Framingham. God, why we need to get away from English writing. You don't need a ham on there. Just be framing. All right.
Well, that you got to frame somebody, and that ham looks like it did something.
Framinghamshireville Democratic Committee in Massachusetts on Thursday, following weeks of backlash for complaining about the cost of special needs education for children who are not aborted. I haven't heard about this. What did he say? Oh, hang on, Eagle. I have apologized profusely too many times, but it seems obvious to all objective observers that there is something unusual about this particular crisis in that it has an extraordinary life. Hugo wrote in an email to the committee and obtained by Fox News. Time will tell as why this has become a literally international story and why it has been amplified by the chair of the Ashland Republican Committee. Because what you said was fucked up. That's why.
I've probably said worse.
Yeah, but he's like a politician and talks to people in power.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. But I mean, I know I've said worse than that.
He also said in his Thursday email that he made his decision after conversations with his wife and Massachusetts State Senate President Karen Spilka, a fellow Democrat. On February 7th, the Framingham City Council held a discussion regarding access to abortion and crisis pregnancy centers in Framingham. Hugo delivered a statement that he said he was concerned over unborn babies with defects being misdiagnosed and becoming a strain on the city's school budget if born. Quote, that becomes a very local issue because our school budget will have to absorb the cost of a child in special education, supplying lots and lots of special services to the children who were born with the defect. Did y'all get that?
So
Got to kill the retards. Got to kill the retards. It's just too expensive to keep them alive.
Yeah, look, the Nazis in Margaret Sanger would be very proud, but probably not something you want to say if you want to get reelected.
Jesus fuck. And why do I said sorry?
I don't understand what the problem here is.
All I did was say that we should kill all the retards to save money. I don't know why you guys are so upset. I don't know why this story has legs.
It's a mystery.
Fuck. You fucking retard. You know what? Hey, look, homie. How about you go to Canada and we start with you? He's obviously retarded, Jack.
Well, he's not a good politician. I'll give you that one.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we should kill all the retard babies. Who says shit like that out loud and means it?
I don't know.
The Swiss, I guess, didn't they do that?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is it Sweden or Switzerland that killed all their retard babies? They got rid of all the Downsy kids because they just killed them all.
Yeah. No new episodes of Downesty for Jack.
Nope.
Jeez.
Look, we solved the problem. That's kind of fucking gruesome, dude. That's some Thanos motherfucking shit. Oh, it was Iceland? Thank you.
Yeah, but they'll look at you and be like, yeah, but we solved the problem.
We fixed it.
Oh, are you becoming a problem? Nope, we're good.
They literally killed all the retard babies. Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, why is it that the people that want to tell us the moral way to live seem to really like killing children?
I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's starting to look like maybe that they adopted the belief system of the Aztecs. Like, no, this is for our fertility rights.
We solved the tard question. Oh, God. Now we got to start asking people if they believe in the tea question. Do you believe in the final solution for tea? It was a Nordic country. That's all. I could have swore it was Sweden or Switzerland, but I'm willing to go with Iceland, or I'm being told Green. It's one of those fuckers. And yeah, they just killed all the The retard babies. This is Sparta. I actually get that reference, even though I haven't seen that movie. Ah, Jack.
I like to bring you the sunny news.
Me and Jack talked before the show. I'm like, this is going to be a big show. And I feel like we've delivered.
Yeah.
We're
I mean,
not
a lot
done.
happened.
We're not done yet.
No, it's going to get worse.
We got some more shit to go. All right. What a day. What a fucking weird day. However, I like it. We have a lot of just weird, fun news. Some of the old staples, of course. A little bit of drama thrown in. It's been a fun one.
Yeah, I agree.
6 officers in North Dakota's Minot. Is that how you say that one? Or is it Minute? Is that Frenchy fucking shit in my military? I'm be mad. I mean, they already got the berets and shit.
I think it's Minot.
Air Force Base fired over failed nuclear safety inspection. Fuck.
Yeah, we're going to lose a war, dude. We're going to lose big time.
Over failed nuclear safety inspections. That's a good fucking idea.
Hey, when you fuck up, go big or go home, right?
The Air Force fired 6 officers, including 2 commanders, from their positions at a key nuclear base in North Dakota on Monday for failing to do their jobs. Major General Andrew Gabara, commander of the 8th Air Force, relieved the officers from their job at the Minot Air Force Base due to a loss of confidence in their abilities to complete their assigned duties, according to a news release. No shit. That thing's glowing.
I'm going to take a nap in case World War III kicks off. Just wake me up, all right?
Homer Simpson apparently joined the Air Force. Gabera fired the commanders of the 5th Mission Support Group and the 5th Logistics Readiness Squadron from their positions of leadership. 4 subordinate leaders were also let go by Minot officials. The personnel actions were necessary to maintain the very high standards we demand of those units entrusted with supporting our nation's nuclear mission. The Air Force Global Strike Command refused to name the officers who had been relieved of duty or provide more details on what led to their dismissal. Yeah, that's concerning.
A little bit.
Private Pile.
Yeah, this is horrifying, man.
Yeah.
The level of incompetence that seems to be in the military is staggering these days.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Look, this isn't somebody who just, forgot to swab the deck properly. We're talking about things that have serious impacts.
Yeah.
What how the fuck? All right. Well, that sounds right for Congress to me. John Fetterman co-sponsors a Senate bill despite being institutionalized since February 15th. I mean, we don't really need him there. He's not there when he is there.
Yeah, well, there's that.
I get into an argument with somebody today because they're like, oh, people are being so mean to John Fetterman. I'm like, you guys are mean. You guys were so worried about that fucking sentence that you pushed a guy who should have been in recovery, who should have been doing everything to relax and go through his physical therapy, his speech therapy, all of that shit should have been happening. The first 6 months after a stroke is the most important time after a stroke. And you fucking assholes were pushing him to run for Congress.
Yep.
We should ask Fetterman the T question. Well, he doesn't process things right. He would probably confuse the T with a J and get the wrong answer.
Yeah, and you're really not going to like his final answer.
No. Well, Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman, continues to be hospitalized for clinical depression. He has been named a co-sponsor of a bipartisan bill launched in the wake of the toxic train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. S-576, a bill to enhance safety requirements for trains transporting hazardous material and for other purposes, was introduced Wednesday by Sherrod Brown. Listed as co-sponsors of the bill are Senator Fetterman, Vance, Casey, Rubio, and Holly. You know, I want to talk about that real quick because I see a lot of people. Trump is the one who removed the safety standards. Joe Biden's been president for 2 years and never put them back. It's on him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can say that Trump was negligent. All right, I'd give you that. But Biden didn't fix it. And Mr. Transportation Secretary there, he ain't say shit. Nobody had a problem with it until this happened, and suddenly it's Trump's fault. Fuck you. Not saying he's not part of it, but it happened on Joe's watch. And he could, if Trump could have ended it unilaterally, Joe could have put it back unilaterally.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck off with that stupid shit. Those standards didn't even apply. Yeah, I know. I saw the story about that. Here's a story that actually went over it. Hey, did Trump's ending of these regulations actually do anything? And like, not really. But let's say they did. Biden didn't fix it. That's my point here. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
No, you're spitting a lot of hate facts, and those have no place in our society.
No, our modern society hates hate facts.
Oh, they do, because they're so hateful.
It's violence, actually.
It is. It's harm. It's creating harm. So that's all we need to know.
Yet on February 15th, the freshman congressman checked himself into Walter Reed Medical Center in Washington, D.C. to receive treatment for clinical depression, for suicidal thoughts. He has not yet emerged, and his wife, he's supposed to be in there for like up to 6 weeks. Isn't that what they said?
Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah. This dude is, and I still wonder if he actually had another stroke.
He probably did, honestly, if he's been in there this long.
He has not yet emerged, and his wife and family have left the U.S. for Canada as rumors swirl about his condition. On Monday, John was evaluated by Dr. Brian P. Monahan, whichever, the attending physician of the United States Congress. Yesterday, Dr. Monahan recommended inpatient care at Walter Reed. Yesterday? He's already in there. All right. John agreed, and he's receiving treatment on a voluntary basis, his statement said at the time. Oh, that still says he said it yesterday.
Well, that was probably a quote or something. I don't fucking know.
On February 20th, it was revealed that Fetterman would be hospitalized for a length of time as doctors try out medications and dosages, and the senator undergoes talk therapy. That's usually a part of clinical depression.
Yeah.
A senator aide revealed that Fetterman would be hospitalized for up to 2 months. Okay, so up to 8 weeks. In a statement to The Hill late last month, communications director Joe Calvello, I don't know how you say his name, I don't give a fuck, said, "We don't have a lot to update folks with since there's no real news to report except that John is doing well, working with his wonderful doctors, and remains on a path to recovery. He is visiting with staff and family daily." His family left the country. And his staff are...
his wife and kids left the country. His real family is probably still floating around.
Maybe his mom and dad came by.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care. The gist of the argument is the guy who's not even in fucking Congress is co-sponsoring bills. That's how your government works, guys. Most of these shitheads are never there for the debates that go on. Most of them aren't there for their votes. They run over there to vote real quick, and then they leave without even paying attention to what they're just told which way to do it by the leader of the party.
Yeah.
Vote no on this one. All right. I can't count how many times I've been watching a hearing and they're, oh, we're going to have to take a break to go vote real quick.
Yeah, because they got to talk to their staffers who have read all this stuff and know what's going on, and then talk to like Schumer or Pelosi.
You weren't even there for the actual argument. How the fuck? But that's how our Congress works, and it is really fucking depressing.
Well, they got important things to do, like insider trading.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'll give them a pass on that one because I'm a capitalist.
Yeah, I don't like them having that kind of power and control over, because they just enrich themselves.
That's true. That is true.
It's not for the benefit of anybody except them.
In all honesty, most of Congress could be done by two people. It could be done by the the majority leader and the minority leader. Just let them each have a vote. And then whichever side has more people, give them one extra vote. Because otherwise, what do you need all those people there for? And when they're all voting partisan anyway.
You have a lot of questions.
AI could replace Congress? Absolutely.
Don't give them ideas.
They're lazy as shit. They're never there doing their job. They're mostly on the phone trying to drum up money and steal from us. I'm jaded, Jack.
Finally.
I still have my underlying optimism. Don't get happy. All right. Oh, God. This ugly bitch. I really don't like this woman.
Speaking of retards.
Liz Cheney to join University of Virginia as a professor. The ex-congresswoman left Congress.
I knew that line would get to you.
Left Congress this year after she lost her. She left it after she lost. You know, she made the decision. Fuck it, I'll leave. After she lost to her Republican primary challenge by former. No, she actually left after she lost the election. I mean, the primary made it so she couldn't be in the election, but she stayed in Congress, so the new Congress was actually seated. Should at least say it right. Former Representative Liz Cheney, Republican of Wyoming, is joining the University of Virginia as a professor of practice, the university's Center for Politics announced Wednesday. With democracy under fire in this. Stop it. With democracy under fire in this country and elsewhere around the world, Liz Cheney serves as a model of political courage and leadership.
Is that what we're calling it now?
This seems a good time to break and remind everybody. Hit the like button, hit the share if you can. Thumbs up on Rumble. Rumble, could you just make that a like so I just have to say one thing because I always forget. And if you can, please donate to Jack and myself. Links at the top of the YouTube chat. All links are in our description, including our Teespring stores, Jack books, and all of our other different video channels. Jack has several. I have my gaming channels. So check all of that stuff out. But not yet, because we're gonna keep doing this. Should we start whining about how we haven't got enough donations? Does that actually work?
I don't know. I doubt
I'll have to
it.
I have to watch the Rage Pig stream and see. I would much rather they throw it at us because they have the money and want to than sit here and whine like a bitch.
Oh man, he is such a fucking whiner.
Eagle says it doesn't work for Ralph. Damn it. All right. I have to find a different grift then, I guess.
Yeah, we got to get better at grifting.
Yeah, donate if you can and want to. Don't ever do it for me and Jack were talking before the show. My game stream last night, I went back and listened to part of it and I sounded like I'm dying. And I told him I don't want to put that up on the YouTube channel. And then I was like, maybe people give me sympathy donations.
No, they're gonna laugh at you.
Please never give me sympathy donations. I don't want your sympathy. I want your love. Love is stronger than sympathy, Jack.
People used to tell me how they had robbed people for money. I'm kind of beyond it now. Just give me your money. I don't really care. I mean, that's the wrong way to do this, right?
We should become Robin Hood and Little John. You can, whichever one you want to be is fine with me.
I'm Will Scarlet. Fuck off.
I mean, they kind of Will Scarlet's only cool in the Mel Brooks version.
No, he was always cool before. They just made him stupid in that one where he was played by Kristen Slater.
Yeah, Robin Hood, I can't speak with an English accent. I love the movie, but he is such a whiny little teen bitch in that movie.
Yes.
Little broody really bastard.
Do any favors to the character.
All right, so then I'll be Robin Hood. I'll take that mantle.
I assume so. It's your channel.
And you and I should go rob a bunch of rich people.
It sounds like a lot of work. Do we have to?
Keldrick, thank you. Pigs don't whine, they squeal. Well, in this case, it's a rage pig, and they holla.
That's true. They do holla. Thank you, Rumble, who says, We demand that you first us over here. Oh, fist us. I think that's supposed to say. We demand that you fist us over here. So,
Oh, that must be a mobile app donation.
Oh, well,
they got
thank you, Rumble,
fist.
for letting us know.
All right. We're not really going to rob people because then, I mean, to be Robin Hood, you have to give it to other people. And I'm like, man, I did all this work to steal. I'm the one who might get, butt fucked in prison because I'm a pretty man. I mean, I'll drop some in the little kettle outside of Walmart. That counts, right?
Probably.
Thank you, Cas1. Just went and checked out the game stream. Someone said you sounded bad here. Have some money for smokes. Try to get some good ones. You make a point to enjoy them while you can. Yeah, this was funnier in my head. Actually, that is pretty funny. No, it really does. It sounds bad, and I don't know if I'm gonna put that one up on the game channel because I don't like sounding like that.
Just do it.
I fell in the kitchen the other day, and my wife had me. Are you hurt? I'm like, no, I'm just embarrassed. Just embarrassed because, man, it's hard to get used to just falling down for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
All
well, right. I mean, maybe you should wear that bubble suit.
You know what? At this point, I might. But look, I'm having a good day today, right? So give me money because I'm not hurt. How about that?
I think they're just going to give us money whenever they want to.
They do, and they're very kind, and I appreciate them for everything. But occasionally I have to laugh. Look, this was actually meant to just make fun of that fucking rage pig for whining like that.
Oh my God, he is such a bitch.
Ugh.
He must be super broke because
he's got to be.
Nobody e-begs like that because I mean he does it all. He does like the please donate if you want, and then he gets kind of desperate, and then he gets demanding, and then he's like, I hate all of you. He hits the whole spectrum every show, from what I can tell.
According to released stuff where people got into his computer and accounts, he made like $170,000 or $180,000 in 2022. We're barely into 2023, and he's quite clearly broke because he's been running all over the world spending money.
Yeah. Well, he went to Portugal twice. Mm-hmm. And then he went to Rome. And where did he go this year? Didn't he go somewhere else?
Wasn't the Rome trip this year?
Yeah. The Rassle thing was this year, right?
He had the Rassle thing. He's also moved at least twice, probably 3 times, because he moved. They moved to where they were with her family a little bit, right? And then they
broke up a little bit there when you said the place. Monkey, am I out?
So yeah, he's spending money like it's going out of style. If you ever get lucky enough to make $170,000 in a year, save it.
Save it. Psh. Let's go to DC tomorrow. Yeah, that's brilliant.
And didn't somebody say that because he's going to CPAC, and didn't somebody say that the specific thing he was going to CPAC for got canceled?
What surprised me?
Who will fail first, Ralph or Cozy? I think it's kind of a tie, really. They're neck and neck right now.
I think one will drag the other down because he's running out of platforms to stream on.
Well, over on Cozy, he used to always be listed as somebody to go watch. He's never on there anymore unless he's live. Because on Cozy, they have a little list of people who are live, and then they have a list of creators that you should check out. And he used to always be on that. Now, to find his channel, if he's not live, you have to click on like see all or see more or something like that, and then go find it over there.
Ooh, well, he hasn't been getting the views that he used to.
Ooh.
Because who was it that weird dude was outdoing him?
It was Beardson.
Oh yeah, bear soy.
Oh God, we should talk about that. But first, hi Nuts, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hi Stargazer.
I hope you're well.
Real quick, thank you, Keldrick. He's clearly on some sort of spectrum. Yeah, sober to drunk.
Yeah, or high. Got his little Xanny berries.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Beardson, a video leaked, which was really weird because it comes out so long after the event, of him assaulting Corinne.
Yeah.
She's sitting there talking smack to him, and he throws water at her and then throws the water bottle at her. And he's also like shorter than her. I didn't realize that. Why are all these guys so short?
Well, it's a manlet parade over there, from what I can tell.
They should have named Cozy Napoleon. Thank you, Revenues. He isn't even going to visit his son this month. He probably can't afford child support either. There's things I can't say on that, but you're probably not wrong. Because unlike some people, I don't share private information.
Yeah. Well, look, Ethan has not made the smartest decisions in life, especially in the last couple of years. It's a lot worse now, repeatedly, than it was prior to that. So, I mean, those images of him from like 5 years ago and then now, it's a stark contrast. It is shocking how bad he looks.
Revenue says it was a beer that Beardson threw. Okay, my mistake. I could have swore it was water.
I don't know. Either way, that's considered what, battery in most places?
Yes.
Simple assault if you don't have a battery charge in your state. So yeah, that's a dumb move on his part. I'm kind of surprised she didn't press charges on that.
In most states, the water itself would just be assault, but once he threw the bottle, that gets you up to battery.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, fuck that guy. He's still asking for Jim to come on in hopes of reviving his show. For real?
God, yeah, I've seen him ask for Jim a few times, but I don't watch him. But every time I see him, he's saying stupid shit about Jim. Like, dude, let it alone. The guy's busy dying. He doesn't want to spend his last hours thinking about your fat ass.
Well, Jim keeps mocking him from what is he using? Toasty or whatever?
Oh, Post or something
Post?
like that?
Is that the one he's on?
I don't know what it is, but yeah, I get it. It's funny.
It is. But yeah, you're right. He doesn't want to get involved back on the streaming end of it, which sucks because he's funny as shit. And there's a lot of stuff going on that would make a great Year of the Chud kind of stream for him.
Oh, hell yeah. I miss Jim, but for fuck's sake, man, Ralph's obsessed.
Yeah.
Ethan, get your shit in order.
Thank you, Frosted Glass. Well, which is it? Salt water or fresh? Stop it.
That's the African or European question, isn't it?
Ralph's mistake, his biggest mistake, was when he got kicked off YouTube. He decided he was going full edgelord, and that got him kicked off everywhere.
Yeah.
He could have probably saved his career. He could probably be on Rumble right now making decent money, but he decided to steer into the spin, man, and just kept spinning and spinning and spinning.
Yeah, I don't think he could help himself. He just doesn't seem like he has that kind of self-restraint. And if he did, he would be doing significantly better.
I think he used to have that kind of restraint. I used to actually enjoy Ralph's content. Going back before the Blood Wars or Blood Sports kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And even some of the blood sport stuff, but then he just embraced the alt-right retards and blew it off the rails. I think a lot of it is the drink and drugs.
Oh, I agree.
Anyway, let's get back to Liz Cheney. That was the longest, weirdest shill we've ever done.
Yeah, we're not good at this. This
But
whole
we're
shilling
entertaining.
thing.
The shilling part we're not good at, but the entertaining part we got nailed.
I hope so, because if we sound like that kind of tangent, we are really old men.
Jay Case, thank you so much. Supporting Ranting Monkey and Jack, thanks for the entertainment. They say a lot of folks don't even have 10K in savings. If that's true, every bit helps. Cheers. P.S. Not implying that you two do not. Rather to say thanks again. No, I do not. I'll be honest with you. We have some savings, but we don't have 10K sitting in the bank anywhere.
I got nothing. I'll fully admit that. Thanks, Jay.
I'm a real big fan of not Gordon Ramsay. What the fuck's his name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I can see his face. I don't know
Yep.
his fucking name.
I can hear his voice.
Yeah. That
Fuck is his name? I can
I
see
don't
his
know.
mustache.
Dave Ramsey?
Dave Ramsey. Thank you, Dave Ramsey.
I kept thinking of Ram Man, and I didn't think that was right.
Dave Ramsey's stuff. His one thing when he's talking about saving up money and stuff, he says, "Live now like no one else, so that later you can live like no one else." And what he's talking about is pay your bills, live low, don't go extravagant anywhere, keep your debt way down, pay off your debt if you haven't, and save money so that when you're older, you have a savings and you can live.
Yeah.
Everybody today wants to just have everything.
That's
And-
just not possible.
Well, our society right now, we'll talk about Liz and her dumbass in a little bit.
Well, that we kind of hit the story. It was just in the title.
She got hired to school.
Yeah.
Thanks to advances in manufacturing and the fact that we make a lot of our stuff overseas where there's not the labor unions and such, and kids make our products, it is so easy to buy things. Back in the day, buying a new television was like, oof, we're gonna have to save up for that.
Yeah.
And now it's like, wait, that's a 65-inch TV for $200. I could probably swing that. I'll just grab that next week.
We live in a very disposable, brave new world culture
Yeah.
where when something breaks, you just throw it away. You don't repair it because not only is it so cheaply made, as in fragile, it's designed that way. It's not designed to be repaired. It's designed to be thrown out. So you have to consume, but at the same time, everything's significantly cheaper than it used to be.
Pyrus asks, is Dave Ramsey really worth listening to? I mean, the guy clearly has poor judgment considering he helped Shank. I don't know anything about him helping Shank, but he says a lot of very intelligent things when it comes to finance. And I have never done his Financial Peace University thing, but the simple plan is, Jack, you save up $3,000 and then you start paying off all your credit.
Yeah.
And then you just save and you live well within your means. That is good advice. I've seen a lot of people rip into him. I've never seen any of them explain why that's not good advice.
No, you should always live below your means as much as possible. No, I actually had all my my savings get wiped out when I got sick with I had a lung infection, collapsed one of my lungs.
Oh damn!
And, it wiped out all of my life savings. Like everything was gone, and I haven't fully recovered from that yet financially because I still owe $200,000 on medical debt. That realistically I'll never be able to pay off.
Furry Kitten, thank you. Similar to my world famous modesty, my restraint is near absolute, apart from the temptation. There you go. It's hard to live within your means. It really is. Especially when you're young. I mean, you want everything, right? And there's envy is a bitch. Not to mention just everything is so easy to get. Do you think we'd be in the position we are now if TVs were still like major investments?
The TVs won't be anywhere near what they are, but the fact that they became cheaper because they were made more efficiently with lower quality product is what brought the cost down.
Yeah.
Because back when they were made with vacuum tubes and you had your old what CRT TVs, the tubes is what cost the money and what really made it what it was, because you had to align that stuff and you had to have a special equipment to like test it and do everything with it. Now it's all kind of wedged in there by a machine, and when it breaks, you just throw it away and get a new one because the machine made it, not 5 people. They didn't have to create the vacuum tubes. They didn't have to create the television tube. They didn't have to align everything.
Right.
It's just so much easier.
Pyrus said, I was joking, but he helped Shank with the setting up of TYT, and Shank later smeared him.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right for Shank. But yeah, I have heard so many people smear the guy. I really do think, at least listen enough to get the gist of what he's saying. It all does. It makes a lot of sense, and you'll be better off for it. But nobody can save money anymore. Yeah, fuck you. I saw somebody. Where the fuck is it? Overseas somewhere, a nurse group told their nurses, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing OnlyFans, and if somebody complains to us about you doing OnlyFans, it is a professional issue." And it was Cat 10 Barge is like, well, if you don't want them doing that, you need to pay them more. They shouldn't have to supplement their income.
That's a choice. Maybe if they spent less time on OnlyFans and spent more time learning a trade, they would be better at it.
Here's the thing. I went and looked it up. It's New South Wales. That's where this was, down in Australia.
Oh.
I went and looked it up. The starting pay, this is in the article, the starting pay of a registered nurse down there is $67,000.
Wow.
The average pay in New South Wales is $65,000. There, Cat 10 Barge. You need to not pay them just minimum wage. They're making 65 or 67K a year. They're not underpaid. They're just whores who want more money. And it's pretty easy for women to go get, an extra $100,000, $200,000 a month by showing their hoo-ha on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, it's easier work. It's fast money. And that's the appeal of that. It's just like strippers. You get addicted to the fast money and the drugs.
Nurses are doing their OnlyFans in their nurse uniforms.
And
they're getting recognized when people go into hospitals.
Right.
Whoopsie.
Well, not with the masks on.
Yeah, not with the masks on. Look, and they didn't say, hey, you cannot do this. It's just be careful, because if we get complaints, it is a professional issue.
Of course.
And it is. It really is. And they're careful to say, hey, look, that doesn't mean sexual harassment is okay. That doesn't mean you're asking for, somebody to grab your ass or anything. But when you're showing your hoo-ha off to the whole fucking world and somebody comes in and recognizes you because you do that, and they're like, yeah, I really don't think highly of this chick because she's kind of a dirty whore on the internet. And it's not sexist. Ladies, would you be trusting it if you trust like your doctor if he was in porn all the time? And you walk in and you're like, oh, I've seen where you put that thing. Let's say he's in I know, Jack. He does big, beautiful women porn. Nasty ones too. Old ladies.
So he's got bad judgment.
Would you go, oh yeah, he's probably a good doctor?
No, I would have zero respect for a doctor that did that.
Yep.
I really wouldn't trust them either.
Male, female, doesn't matter. I just would not trust them. I'd be like, nah, you're kind of a dirty whore. Oh shit, I do have to move this one over here. Oh wait, maybe. Can I make this bigger? Duh. That's what she said. Can I make it bigger now? Oh, I can. Cool. Let me do it.
My doctor's a little old Asian man. Hey, I've seen a lot of documentaries where old Asian dudes are plowing hot young chicks.
I didn't mean to see it. I was on the Christian Science Monitor looking for educational information on female to female relationships, and one of those stories popped up.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens, man. It's not my fault. What the fuck is this?
This is a drilled tunnel. It's going to show us something.
All right.
This is the tube.
This is going to scare me.
No.
And here we are. This is the corridor.
Is this a Mexican tunnel?
No, this is a hidden corridor 9 meters long that was found in the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Oh, really?
Yep. This is actually a series of tweets. This is a thread.
And here we are.
There's, I think, 3 videos.
Sorry,
This
guys.
is the corridor.
Damn.
Yeah. They found a new corridor in the Great Pyramid.
9 meters. What is that? Like,
I think a meter's 3 feet.
it is 2.5 to 3 feet, something like that.
Yeah, something. I don't know. Fuck the metric system.
Damn non-Americans using weird shit.
So they're not real sure about this yet. Like where they haven't shown anything that I've seen of the walls that are like super close, so you couldn't see if there was any etchings or anything. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like a service tunnel of some kind.
Yeah.
But that tweet thread has like 2 or 3 more videos in it. So yeah, I thought it was cool. It's not a butthole to Chef, but they've always said there were more tunnels and stuff like that, and they've never found them, and now there's evidence of them because they got this camera in there.
I'm not seeing other videos. I'm seeing pictures.
Oh, it might have been pictures. I might have saw the videos on a website. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll
I
be
went
looking
down
into
a
it.
rabbit hole.
I have interest in Egypt, especially the pyramids and stuff. There's a colorized picture of it.
Yeah, doesn't that look cool?
That really does.
They keep finding all sorts of cool stuff out about the pyramids.
But
And,
why is it there?
I don't know. Same reason there's a chamber under the Sphinx. Nobody knows.
And look how rough all of that is.
It's probably a service tunnel where the people working on it, where the aliens were like assembling stuff.
Fair, yeah. It's not aliens, but it's totally aliens.
Yeah.
No, somebody should take that video and right as they get to the end of the tunnel and it goes all black, have a scary thing jump out.
I'm sure somebody will do that.
Somebody needs to, because that's fun. It's the Chamber of Secrets. Fucking Ginny Weasley. That bitch.
Right. Yeah, this was actually posted today at 8 a.m. by Reuters. This is
that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So if you guys get a chance to check it out, I'm sure more information will come out about this as it goes. There was an article. I'll give the link to that in the chat now. So there you go. Yep, discovered a corridor in the Great Pyramid. Did I lose you? Monkey. Monkey! I think we lost him. Rocket goes down the shaft. Yeah, it was a defense system. Graham Hancock, I haven't seen his response to it yet. It'll be added to Phasmophobia. Nice. No, they haven't found the Stargate yet, Foreign. Sorry. Oh, he left. All by myself. I'm gonna stream all by myself. It's funny as this, I can't end the stream, so he has to come back. If it's empty, Geraldo will shave his mustache. That fucker still owes me for Al Capone's vault. Nor if the pyramid have been built in 30 years, that one stone would have been cut, transported 30 miles, and set in place. Yeah. Every 30 seconds, I think it was. Every 2.5 minutes. Yeah. StreamYard's crashed. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. They either knew some techniques we don't, or aliens. Just saying. I personally ascribe to the theory that something they had some kind of assistance, possibly from a more advanced civilization that fell apart. But to each their own. Graham Hancock has some interesting ideas on that front. Oh, there you are. You gonna talk? Are you muted? No, you're not muted. Jesus built it. It was a little before his time, I think. Boomer has fallen. I don't know what's going on with Monkey. See the video from the Phoenix News Broadcasting talking about the Dallas Zoo. Nope.
Hello.
Hello, there you are.
Fuck, man. It wasn't even my internet that crashed. It was just StreamYard's.
Oh, weird. That's rare.
Yeah.
They didn't like you
and
talked
and
about
it would-
that pyramid.
Yeah, see, and I was saying, anytime we fuck with the pyramids, bad shit happens, and suddenly I'm gone.
Yeah, it's
See, we need
a
to-
mystery.
We need to stop fucking with that shit.
All
All right.
Thank you, Chaos1X. I watched another streamer playing Phasmophobia, and he stayed in the truck. Dude didn't get it when I asked for a stream ID to give him Euro Truck Simulator because he'd like that better.
Nice.
That's funny, dude. Thank you, Chaos.
Nuts. I was agreeing with you at the time. I really was. And they cut me off. You know what? Maybe that's what it was. I was saying we shouldn't be messing with that shit. And they were like, no, we have to. So it was the bad mojo.
That might have been like the old gods trying to get you to shut up so they could be summoned again.
Yes, exactly. And so we need to leave them the fuck alone. All right, Jack, I lost all of the links.
Oh, yeah. No
what's the
problem.
last
There
one?
was just one left. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, I saw what it was too, and it reminded me. Did you see that motherfucker that set himself on fire?
Which one? There's been a few lately.
No, there was one today. I forget where it's at, but he sets himself on fire and people are trying to put him out. And this one guy rides up to him on a bike, picks up the bike and throws it at him. I think he was trying to knock the guy down because he refused to lay down so they could put him out. He ended up with 2nd and 3rd degree burns all over his body. Two of the people that tried helping him got burned. One guy was treated on scene. The other one went to the hospital with some minor burns.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oddly enough, the guy has mental health problems.
No.
Yeah, I know. I was
Really?
shocked too. I was fucking shocked. Anyhow, let's do our final article here. New Jersey woman blows herself up in a house full of cats.
Yeah. Just thought I'd throw that one out there because I like to end on a fucked up note.
According to authorities, a woman in New Jersey who lived with dozens of cats refused to leave her home after being served with an eviction notice. Police attempted to remove... Guys, you can have more than one sentence in a fucking... I hate writers now, Jack. I fucking hate them. Police attempted to remove the woman from her home in Roosevelt, Monmouth County, but she threatened to blow up the house on Cedar Court, and shortly after, smoke was seen coming from the residence before it was completely engulfed in flames. The woman, did she at least open the windows for the cats?
I don't think so.
Ah, that's fucked up. The woman, I'm not going to read that part on stream. The woman is believed to have caused a fire by turning on the gas and igniting it with a match. Despite efforts by multiple fire departments, the woman did not survive. The fire is suspected to have resulted from natural gas. We're going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the kitties don't look like they survived. That's fucked up.
Yes. I know
I'm
that.
glad she's dead.
Yeah. That was kind of my point of the article is she was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was not. It's kind of borderline article, but people are going to talk about this one because it's fucked up.
Thank you, Ebony. How dare writers make you read what they write? I want to read what they write. They bring me in with articles that are like, hey, I want to read that, and then I get smacked with, fuck, you can't write worth of shit.
Paragraph long sentences.
Yep. Every fucking sentence is a paragraph instead of every frame a pause.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why are the cats getting in trouble? What did they do? Unfortunately, they somehow got hooked up with this crazy bitch.
This is the
could have at least
problem.
opened the windows for him. Fuck.
Yeah, well, these animal hoarders are monsters.
Yeah, she certainly was.
they don't treat the animals right most of the time. The cats or dogs or whatever they're collecting. I've seen one with rats. They're just abusers. They think they're doing something nice, but you can't take care of all those animals. Stop.
You would have to be, I mean, pretty well off to even consider doing that because you'd need help.
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 fucking cats. Fuck that bitch. Seriously, I know we're not supposed to say things like that, but I am glad she's dead, and I hope she burns in hell. This is one of those times I hope I'm wrong about religion and there's actually a hell and she's burning in the 9th layer of it.
Right?
Fucking horrible woman. I've said this before. Look, I do not support suicide. If you're suicidal, go get help. But if you are going to do that, just do it to yourself. Leave everybody and everything else alone.
Real quick. Thank you, Frosted Glass. We didn't listen to the warning signs January 6th presented us, and now look. They blew up the Bergen County Cat Congress. No!
Do we know where Baked Alaska was?
I suspect where he is. He's ratting out to the cops somewhere. I mean,
actually, he's in
there.
federal prison right now.
Getting his butthole stretched.
His dumbass actually made a "I'm entering the prison" video.
Why?
Because he's fucking retarded.
Oh, that dude's an idiot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up there. I hope you enjoyed the show. I had fun with this one. This was a good one.
Yeah, we're awesome.
Yeah, this was fun. We had some good stories. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Every time you do it, every time you click the Let's Watch video or Let's Watch, whether it's me or Jack or our videos, his videos, because I don't do them. My game streams, whatever it is. Thank you so much for all the support. Oh, and including thank you so much for the donations. You guys are so generous to us, and we really, really do appreciate it. Absolutely. We might joke from time to time about, turning into the rage pig, but seriously, we appreciate it more than we can express with words. Anything you'd like to show, my friend?
I agree with everything you just said. I'll drop some links to some cool videos. As always, thank you guys for the donations. Like Monkey said, pretty much everything very succinctly there. But you guys are awesome. And we appreciate you coming out night after night to support us.
I have a way with words.
It's true.
I'm a wordsmith.
More than most the news writers who don't know where sentences should end.
Who was it said circling back to Hodge twins? It was Matt. I love the Hodge twins. Those two motherfuckers make me laugh. You ever watch the videos? One of them's named Kevin. What's the other one's name? But one of them likes to fuck with the other one's wife. He's just constantly fucking with her, and it's funny as shit. If you guys have never seen it, Keith, thank you, Kevin and Keith. If you've never seen those two when they're doing those kind of videos, because most of their videos are, political stuff, reacting to stupid shit. Those two, I love just watching those two talk together. Their dynamic is amazing. There was one not too long ago where they were talking about the N-word. And like, you should never say that. And I think it was Keith kept dropping it. They're identical twins. There's a very identifying mark, and I forget what it is, on one of them. And once you figure out that one, you can tell them apart. But yeah, black men with blue eyes. You don't see that very often.
I don't think I've ever seen that, actually.
Yeah. They're people. You're not really black because obviously there's European in there somewhere. But yeah.
Did you see that video that was going around about the McDonald's? We can't play it because there's nudity, but that big bitch coming out and slamming that chick around?
No.
Oh, send it to you. It's crazy. But yeah, I've been watching it. For some reason, people have been posting videos of fights at fast food restaurants lately.
Roadstar.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up. Come watch me on twitch.tv/rantingmonkey playing some transphobic Harry Potter game.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go play some Hogwarts Legacy.
Some genocide simulator.
Yes. I'm unfortunately, a bunch of trans people are apparently going to die if I play it, so I apologize to the ones who do.
Oh.
But I really want to play the game, so fuck it. That's so fucked up. If I really believe people are getting killed from it, I wouldn't play it, but that's just such fucking retarded nonsense that
Yeah, that's silly.
it deserves mocking. It really does.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Jack, a pleasure as always.
Always glad to be here.
Everyone, have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
If you want me to say hi, come watch the game stream. Ladies, when I talk, try not to cream.